Hello, everyone. Welcome to Waterdeep Dragon Heist Resurfaced. My name is Chel, a siren patrolling the dark waters, charming the winds and luring the sailors with my enchanting song to their unsuspecting doom. But for now, I want to play some D&D. Would you like to move to announcements?
Hello, everybody. I'm a piece of seaweed stuck to the siren's hair, and I have some important things to say to you. Before we get into the regular scope of announcements, just really quick, wanted to go through a couple special things. First of all, it is Trans Day of Visibility, so please go and support like GoFundMe's for trans folks surgeries and healthcare, and just like help them. Contact your local government representatives wherever you may be and tell them that you want them to support trans legal rights and healthcare and things like that. And if you can't do those things, then please just share and increase the visibility of trans people advocating for themselves and each other. That's very important to us. And we would really appreciate that if you could share in that and help them increase their own visibility. And second of all, we also specifically want to call out a lot of the Stop Asian Hate work that has been happening online. Please listen to and support Asian American, Pacific Islander, just creators, people out there. The community has been dealing with a lot of stigma and hate recently, and we are actively against that. We do not support that. We support inclusivity and love and support for everybody. So please just take a moment and give support to any like gamers, creators, streamers that you can relating to that. We also, in support of the Stop Asian Hate, there was like a media blackout last Friday, which is why we did not live stream the Kindred Lists game, but it is recorded. So you can catch that on probably like the YouTube.
No, it's coming out this Friday. We are going to do the pre-recorded this Friday, so we will not be live, but it will be done.
Cool. Yeah. That. And then another quick note, our good buddy Derek, who plays Frey, one of our new cast members here, he's got his wisdom teeth pulled out, so he's not gonna be on camera, but he's here, so please just be compassionate with us for that. And also, like, we've been having a little bit of tech difficulties at the start here, so like if there's lag and things like that, you can let us know in the chat. We're doing our best, but sometimes Discord and OBS just like decide to be trolls, so we're doing our best. But to move on to our regular scope of announcements, we just wanted to give a little shout out to Little Dragon Corp and Cardboard Castle Games, who are our lovely sponsors. Little Dragon Corp is a Canadian dice company that supplies all kinds of cool tabletop gear. You can check out their Twitter at LittleDragonCo1 to stay updated on all their products, and use the coupon code PROBONUS when you head over to littledragoncorp.com, and you'll get 10% off of your order. And Cardboard Castle Games is a lovely game store local to the Evans, Georgia area. Please check them out, give them your patronage if you find yourself there, or go to their website. Additionally, don't forget to check out our other games. The schedule should be posted below the Twitch video feed, or you can do I'm going to do exclamation point schedule in the chat. We have games for several major published modules in 5th edition, as well as some homebrew 5e games. Some of our games are even for systems like other than 5e, and we stream every day, so hopefully we've got something up your alley and you can check out some of our other content here on Probo. We also now have a community Discord with public channels, so there should be a Discord banner button on our Twitch page, and I also see that Kristy linked it in the chat. We are trying to get started with like subscriber games on there. And so if you subscribe to our Twitch, you can sign up to play in a monthly game run by like one of our DMs. So the info for that is in the community Discord, which is like double the reason to come and hang out. Additionally, with regard to Wednesdays here specifically, we just want to thank Adrian Von Ziegler for the music that we use. He's a really talented composer, and he has really amazing content usage rules for small channels and streamers like us. So you can check out his YouTube and his Patreon, and please support him if you are able to. And then with regard to Mystic Hour, I believe Kristy is on a brief hiatus right now. And so, like, Thursdays are usually Star Wars or just, like, a day off, but potentially getting some more Mystic Hour content in the coming months when some very special, like, Mass Effect remakes come out. Check in. But yeah, that's everything that I have. I don't know if anyone else has anything that they would like to mention before I pass it off for the recap?
I got something real quick. So I know that this coming Sunday is Easter Sunday. That would normally be for Rime of the Frost Maiden. As it stands currently, we're still going to be on. I believe we have all of our players okayed on that, so it should be regular scheduling for Sunday. But stay tuned just in case that changes. Oh, it's already on my face. Well, there you go. I guess I could just roll into campaign. I have something else to say. The campaign recap for last time on Waterdeep. Last time on Waterdeep, Dragon Heist resurfaced. Oh boy, y'all. We had a little bit of a doozy of an emotional episode for our wonderful, wonderful Nova, who took the spotlight for kind of the first half of the stream. If you haven't seen it, oh my god, guys, you gotta. It's so
it is
we were
now
all dying.
uploaded on YouTube, but I apologize for the many technical difficulties we had in that episode.
It was techie, but the emotions are still raw. Nova went to go see her just childhood friend Moongi.
And
they went.
She plays tonsil hockey.
Okay.
All right. Well, I was gonna build up to it like how Nova did, but yeah, they kissed. There was a love confession, but Moongi is already betrothed to someone that they've known about since the beginning of their childhood. But Moongi doesn't like his dad. Moongi doesn't want to be a noble. Moongi wants to run away with Nova, and Nova left it up to the cards, and the cards are continuing to clock her over and over and over again. Also, her mom needs to get a divorce, most definitely. No.
My poor mama.
We don't know what Moongi is going to do, but the party is preparing to get this ship ready to go back to Waterdeep. So we transitioned after Nova had a very emotional day to Tallice and Sir, who are gathering a crew together, and we met two new people played by wonderful Graf and also wonderful, though wisdom teeth taking out Derek, playing Mico and Frey respectively, though we don't know too much about them. We know one can cook, we know one can talk to worms, and you know what? That was good enough for us to hire them. So, with new members of the party being added, they decided to go off and get a spot at the inn, the rest of the party making sure that the ship was going to be already loaded up with a wonderful cabaret musical crew for Liara. And there will be a show. But that's where we're at. It was a lot of emotion and then a lot of funny.
Okay. You may take your point of inspiration.
As I always need it.
Yes. Though you can use it, you can give it away. It is up to you how that goes. Where do we open up?
Do
you remember?
Last time I think we were like
we went to bed.
We took everybody to our like bougie hotel, and then we got them to get a room in the bougie hotel.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think we put. No, we didn't. No, never mind.
They were figuring out the rooming thing on their own. We were like, we don't know you that well.
I was paying for me and Miko's room.
Okay. Well, is there anything that anybody would like to do with the rest of your evening? The rest of the day is yours to do with what you will.
I don't think we ever had a moment to really like check in with Nova after she went off.
Exactly.
And I really just think that we would definitely like be like, oh, how was we would like get to our room.
Closes the door.
Close the door and be like, oh, hey Nova, how'd your day go? What did you end up doing?
Did I tell you about my mom's carpool? I can't remember if I did or not. I think I did.
What, from like today?
Yeah, no, last night. Did I tell you about that?
I don't think you really told us anything.
We sort of just let you do your thing, you know?
Well, she pulled the same card as Liara. Nine of Swords.
Oh, the one with, like, the swords and the lady.
Yeah, so it just makes me wonder what she's been dealing with while I've been gone. I'm a little worried about her. We had a nice night, though.
What if you just took your mom with us, and she just came on the ship?
I would like eventually to have her come visit, but I don't think her just up and leaving right now is a possibility. She has, like us, she has her own business, and she has employees to take care of, so she probably can't just up and leave, and Dad's not here yet, so I don't even know what's gonna happen.
You don't talk about your father too much.
Yeah.
Right.
We've never really seen eye to eye with each other. Like, even when I was little, he kind of always brushed everything off as like, oh, you were having a fever dream, like you were sick, so like you don't know what you're talking about. Oh, it was just a nightmare. Kid's imagination. And he would just... He never validated me. He never took anything I said seriously. And so I never really... I love him, I do. I just never really connected with him well. And that's kind of why I look at Nathaniel as a father figure. He was more of a constant source of positivity for me than Dad was. And not that it's Dad's fault, but he was not often around because of the work he does. It's just when he did show up, I wasn't excited. We were good when I was really little. I was Daddy's little girl when I was little, and then everything changed, so...
When you became a real person with your own drives and interests and desires,
exactly.
He wasn't really interested in that.
Exactly. As long as I was a baby, he adored me. I literally was Daddy's little girl, and then now
That's because babies can't speak for themselves.
Yeah.
Like, they just sit there and goo goo gaga, like they can't do anything. They just wiggle.
Yeah. But Mom is really good, and I think she's gonna talk to him for me. And kind of... We'll see. We'll see. It's a little complicated at home, but I also haven't been there in a really long time, so I guess things have been changing while I've been gone.
But, I mean, you got to spend the entire day with your mum, more or less.
Yeah, we did some cooking and some cleaning, and we got to hang out and drink tea. It was just a nice night.
That's good.
Yeah, it was just a little... You know how I am with my card pulls. It makes me a little nervous when things like that happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you...
What did you end up doing for, like, the rest of the day while we were recruiting all those people? Because you came kind of late. We were basically done.
We were pretty much done. Did you go talk to other Nathaniel or Mungi?
Yes. I saw Nathaniel, I think just before I came to check you guys out. I went to say goodbye to him just in case. But I spent most of the day with Mungi. We went riding, took our horses. And my horse was still around, but she's too old to ride now, but it was good to see her.
Your horse from, like, when you were younger?
Yeah.
Does she have a name? Does she speak like Maxine?
I'm trying to think what my mom's horse's name was, because my mom had a horse.
Pickle.
No, it wasn't Pickle. I think...
Radish.
I think it was Poppy?
Oh, that's a nice name.
But she
That's
was like
very
one of those
cute.
Appalachian, like she looked like a Dalmatian. She's really cute.
Nice.
Yeah. But yeah, we went out and we're riding and hanging out, talking.
That sounds really fun.
Yeah, I mean, I'm happy that you got the chance to do it, since we're probably going to be having to leave soon. But
Yeah, after everything that happened in, like, the sewers, it's probably not good for us to stay. I think last session, did we say that, like, we would have gone and, like, sent word that, like, we were, like, fast-forwarding the departure? Like, a little, I don't remember.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think because we didn't know how long it would take to get a crew together, we didn't want to preemptively do that.
Okay. Yeah, we need to go talk to everybody and get Calliope ready within the next, like, couple days.
That's true.
We should probably be really careful about just, like, walking around. Well, although we don't have the poison anymore, so maybe we're all right.
It's in Liara's hands, and... Well, it's in Liara's hands, but we're traveling on Liara's ship, which probably means that the poison is going to be on the ship that we're traveling on.
Yeah.
Fair point.
I didn't
even
make
think about that.
I didn't think about that sort of chain of events, unless maybe she's just going to use it here in Baldur's Gate. We kind of didn't ask. But she's not going to use it in Baldur's Gate, I don't think.
We'll have to talk to Rilsa about speeding everything up. Because I don't know that we exactly gave her, like, a set timeline. Something to do for, like, maybe tomorrow.
Yeah, I mean...
But it's good that you got to talk to everyone before you go.
Yeah.
I'm sorry that it's the chaos that happened meant that we kind of have to, like, leave really fast. It's seemed really important to you to get to see everyone.
I mean, I'll come back, probably, maybe.
Definitely.
But,
You know, after those people stop trying to kill us all the time.
Well, that's just the way of it for the Three of Cups.
when you say people killing us all the time, she looks even more worried. Like, she's, like, conflicted.
Oh, no.
She's like,
No.
No, you're not wrong.
It was it was just a little bit.
Oh,
None of us
shit,
are dead.
this is such a-
No.
You're right, though.
No.
What? That's literally every day for us. That has been every day since we got the tavern. We always have some trying.
I've got like a couple months of memory. I worked on a dock.
And
then I started going to lunch with some people. Then someone tried to start killing me pretty much every day. Look, it's been just sort of like it's been like a ramp. Or it's fine.
It might not be fine.
It gets the heart going.
We're getting so good at this adventuring thing. We're like basically the best ever, and they're gonna give us like a special title in Waterdeep and make us like leaders of all adventurers.
The lords.
The lords and the powers that be. I don't care who they are, but they're gonna do it.
Let me just write to the masked lords. Requesting title.
I'll ask
Master Adventurer.
We'll ask the Stone of Galore to make us like masters of adventuring across like timelines of existence, because Galore is apparently some big shot thing.
Moongi might be coming with us.
What?
Clip that.
What?
Someone clip.
Dude, you're gonna make me self-clip?
What? Monkey's coming along?
Maybe? I don't know.
Like, to visit?
What?
Like to run away.
Oh my god, nice! I'm really good at that! Oh my god, I know exactly... Oh my god, I know exactly what to do for that.
Hold up! I put like... There's like a big tiefling hand that goes like on your head. Hold on. Why does he have to run away? Is he in trouble?
He might be if he runs away.
Well... I'm not sort of... Look, I'm not fully getting the order of operation here?
I don't even know
What is he
it's
running
called.
from?
Arranged marriage?
People still do that?
Yeah. Yeah, people still do that.
Jeez, isn't it like
Nobles-
1492?
It's a thing nobles do. I don't know. I don't understand it either.
Okay. Don't lock your spouse?
Well, she's nice, apparently, but he doesn't love her, I guess.
Yeah, it's kind of the thing when it's arranged.
Uh-huh.
If someone arranged a sandwich for me, it doesn't mean it's gonna be my favorite sandwich. That's a bad metaphor, but you get what I mean.
Hmm. Yeah, I get it.
Okay, but why are you looking so glum about it?
I'm confused and I'm scared. Because
Oh,
you're
that's
right.
me every day.
Yeah, but
You're fine.
no, but you're right.
You can have a day.
You're right. We keep trying. People keep trying to kill us,
They keep failing.
and we have to protect a little girl. And I don't. If Moonky comes to Waterdeep, like he's gonna be in danger too, regardless. Like his dad will come looking for him, and if he could get caught in the crossfires. This is such a bad idea.
Oh, did you tell him to come?
No, not really.
Did you tell him not to come?
No, not really.
Can Moonky, like, fight?
I don't actually.
Like, is he scrappy?
He rides horses.
Oh, yeah, he's not scrappy. Oh my gosh, you know what? Maybe I can, like, find a mushroom circle, and I can take Moonky into the mushroom circle, and if he decides to be best friends with my best friend, then my best friend will teach Moonky how to, like, be really cool and sexy and cute and fun like me.
God. Out of character. Oh, God.
Moongi, Pact of the Chain Warlock, has a little horse.
Oh.
Tiny horse, like, fairy.
Oh.
Just gets turned into a centaur in the Feywild.
Damn. Grab would quit.
I don't need. I told him it needs to be his choice. He seems pretty keen on it, but I don't know.
Then let's do it!
I was going to say, then at least let him know what he's getting into.
I tried, but he didn't listen to me.
Did you
Hold
say
on.
people have been trying to kill us every other day?
Yeah,
And he still kind of went for it?
I think so, yeah.
Here's the thing, everything that
Nice.
we have done together for the last few months has been trial by fire. Every day we wake up and it's something new, people trying to blow us up, devil people coming after us, some lady grabbing you and making you fall off a roof. Like, so honestly, it just makes sense that Moongi would also have to have a trial by fire, and if he gets his shit kicked in by a devil lady who's super hot and powerful, I mean, that's on him.
I don't know if you're making it feel better about this or not. But you are speaking some truths.
If that's what he wants to do, let him do it. And if he changes his mind after he sees what we deal with, that's also, like, just go back.
He might not even show up. I don't know. I don't.
Nova. Sir's gonna come over and like make you like sit on your bed. Just kind of like sit you down. And he's gonna like take a knee. He's gonna be like, Nova, I'm sure when you first left home, your mother, bless her soul, said all of the things that you tried to say to Moongi. You don't know what's out there. It's dangerous. You'll be all alone. You did it anyway, and I don't think you regret it. And on top of that, he's not gonna be alone. he'll have you and us, but he'll have you, who's kind of gone through this once before already. You can show him what's what, and I don't know.
If he wants,
we can get him a sword.
If he wants to come, that's his choice. It's not really up to you or anyone else to tell him no. If he knows what happens and he still chooses.
I don't want to tell him no. I wouldn't tell him no.
It sounds like he's had his entire life of people telling him what to do, even who to get married to.
Yeah.
He sounds like he's sick of it.
Yeah. I know.
So if he comes... if he shows up, then... Well, I mean, he's gonna have to work on the ship, first off. Unless he's got, like, a lot of gold for Liara. But then he comes. I mean, what?
You guys are 12 years old.
You literally... Waterdeep is called the City of Splendors for a reason.
Yeah.
Sleep on it.
Okay.
I think we should just do it. Trial by fire.
What's everyone's passive perception? The two of you's passive perception?
11.
8?
11 and 8. Okay. Noted.
I mean, listen, we'll bring him to, what if, oh my gosh, alright, I have an idea. Okay, so we know that Mico can, like, talk to worms and stuff.
Was
What
he
if
really talking to the worm?
Why wouldn't Mico be talking to the worm?
This is the first time
Mico said he was talking to the worm.
Okay.
What if Mico told all the worms to look out for Moongi at the Three of Cups and then come out of the ground and go crazy like when he shows up, and then he does, and then we cast a bunch of spells into the air and we're like, welcome to the jungle, baby, you might die.
Like, we're going to a city.
Yeah, at the Three of Cups. Not like a real jungle, like everything is like...
Alright. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, I mean, he said that he's talking to worms. First off, people have told me things before and they've been lying.
I also talked to worms, and that wasn't a lie.
We did also talk to a horse.
And that wasn't a lie.
But we could all hear the horse. I figured that was a horse thing, not a us thing.
Just because you...
No, not like a general horse thing, DM, but like it was that horse
It's a general horse thing. All horses talk. What do you mean?
Just because you
please tell me he's not that dumb.
No, I meant like that specific horse. Like its ribbon and its hair made it talk or something. I don't know. We've got magic earrings.
Oh god.
Listen, just because you can't see something or hear something doesn't mean that it's not real.
Oh, yeah, I know. Normally people say that about, like, love and hope, not talking worms.
Are talking worms less important to you?
I'm not gonna get... It's not important. What do we think about those two, by the way? They kind of stood out a bit more than the rest of the crew.
Well, I think at the very least, Frey seems like someone we could hire for, because we need to hire people when we get home for the party, for catering. So at the very least, we have an extra hand.
That's true.
Frey's good looking and that makes me want to bully him.
Oh, okay.
He's definitely a good-looking fellow, but he looks like someone that knows that he's good-looking.
Which is why I
should
have to bully him.
But, I don't know.
So
we...
What's the plan for tomorrow? Do we have to hire more people, or are we getting ready to solidify our leave date?
I think we need a quartermaster.
Quartermaster, that's right.
But we have general crew, we have navigation, we've got a cook. We need a quartermaster and a bosun, I believe.
Didn't we get a bosun? Or no?
We definitely need a quartermaster, at least.
We also need to make sure that we head out to Little Calimshan and talk to Rilsa about departing like within the next 2 to 3 days. I think that was
Yeah.
what Liara had told us.
Yeah, I think Lyra said 3 days tops.
Yeah. Alright. Well.
I like that Mico can talk to worms, but I'm wondering if he can also like talk to like a bird or like a beetle. Like, is it just worms? Because I mean, I talk to spiders. They don't always answer, but I do speak at them.
I speak at them.
Well, I mean, I think that they're just a few rooms down. If you want to be invasive, which I know you don't have a problem with, why don't you go knock on his door and ask if he can talk to birds?
Bye. Bye. I skip out.
Okay.
Oh my god. Garbage trucks.
You're fine.
I go and I bang on the door that I saw Frey and Mico go into.
Okay.
I'm just like bang, 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 bang.
Just
Bang,
a
bang, 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 bang.
I
You hear
you know
like
what?
footsteps just stopping over. And
What'd you say, Derek?
Nothing. You're wrong.
I was about to say because like Mico will race you to try to swing the door open first.
No, if I see Mico going for the door, I just stay laying in bed.
Okay.
Yeah, so he just kind of like swings it open. Hi.
Hi,
I forgot
Hello.
your name.
my name's Tallice.
Tallice. What do you need?
May I come in?
Steps
Sure.
aside.
I enter. This room's definitely not as cool as ours. We got like the Emperor's Suite, like 700 bedrooms in it, and a personal contortionist.
I think
This is
I
pretty
think it's-
basic.
I think it's pretty good for a room I didn't have to pay for.
Yeah, that's pretty nice. So what can we do to help you?
Mico,
Tallice.
did you
Frey.
talk to?
Sorry.
I'm not talking to you.
Oh, I
It's
just felt
okay.
left out. Sorry.
Unless you can talk to creatures, then hold on.
I can talk to everything.
Like worms?
Sure, everybody can talk to worms.
Can you talk to beetles?
I think he's objectively right, but I don't think.
Can you converse with them and they speak back to you?
No.
That's what I thought. Scrub. Mico. We know that you can converse with worms.
Yes.
What about a bird?
Easy.
A beetle?
Yeah.
A cow?
Yep.
A rat?
Snake?
Yes. And yes.
A flying snake?
Yes. Because they do count as beasts.
A bear?
Yes. I can turn into a bear.
What?
Or
Wait.
a rat, or a worm, or a snake. I can't do a flying snake yet, but I'm practicing.
What? Stop lying.
I am several things. I am not a liar.
Well, I don't know that because I don't know you, and I trust that you speak to the worms, but...
Alright. And he'll take like 2 steps back, and he just kind of like dusts off his hands, and like he sticks them out, and then he goes, "Rat, activate," and this is a poof, and he's a rat.
What kind of rat? Like, what does he look like?
It's a white rat with like yellow eyes. It's a really, really fluffy rat.
Like one of the longer-haired ones?
Yeah.
I go and I try to pick up the rat.
strikes a rat pose in your hand.
Cute. Can you understand me?
Nods.
Can you do a little rat dance?
He like spins around in a circle.
This is really good. This is really useful. I just want you to know that this is important and necessary in my life. Mico the rat.
Yeah, and he kind of just jumps out, and as he jumps out, he just kind of gets big as he goes back to normal.
So, hold on. Here's the thing, though. If you can turn into a rat, can you turn into, like, a half-rat, half-person? Because I've seen people do that, too.
No, that sounds like something that I wouldn't even be interested in doing.
Yeah, no, it was, like, kind of, like, spooky. I have to think about this.
Okay, is this what you wanted to know? Or...
Well, I mean, no, I didn't want to know this because I didn't know that I wanted to know, but now that I know, I want to know, and I'm grateful for knowing.
I was just making sure, because you seem quite like... Well, no, actually, your other friend seems to be the one who's super, like, you know, I see everything.
Oh, Nova?
Yeah.
Oh my god, don't tell her! Do not tell her that you can do this. Do not tell either of them that you can do this. Frey, say nothing. In fact, the two of you, come here right now. Come right here.
I was already standing right next to you.
Frey,
Okay.
get over here.
Sure, I will stand up and walk over.
Hold my hands. Get in a hand-holding circle.
Sweet.
Wait, I go and open the window so that a fresh breeze can get in. And then I come back and I hold hands. I just want you all to know that you are in the presence of both myself, who's really cool and fun and sexy, but also my best friend, who is really, really powerful and is like basically like the #1 fairy in the Feywild ever. And so, if either of you mention that Mico can turn into animals to Sir or Nova, you will be punished.
Roll me a charisma check with advantage.
Punished how?
I really feel like I just stepped into something that's kind of scary.
Oh no, not good! Just
With
a charisma?
advantage?
I rolled a 2 and a 3 with advantage. Just a general charisma check? Wait, you know what? I have inspiration. I'm gonna use my inspiration for this.
If you have proficiency in, like, persuasion, you can add your proficiency bonus.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, that's a 10, so 14, 15, 16, 7, no. 16.
Okay. So Tallice says this. Was there anything somebody was saying something as you were...
Yeah.
Punished how?
Yeah.
Is punished how?
It says punished how? And there's a pause. There's like this pause where Tallice, you're like... And it's long enough of a pause that Frey and Mico, you're like, is there more to this? Are you saying anything else? But then, tell us what is normally a gentle breeze in your experience is very much a gale force wind is thrown into this room, and anything that's loose, bags, shoes, blankets, pillows, gets tossed up into the air, and the window itself gets slammed shut really hard so that it like bounces back and open again.
That's very interesting. I would love to meet your friend.
Listen, in like maybe a 10-day, it'll be totally fine, and then we can tell them. But there's some things that we need to do first, Mico, with this information before the others know about it.
That sounds like you want to prank people.
Yes.
I am 100% down. You didn't even have to sign me into a death pact.
Oh, it's not a death pact. Well, I don't know what just happened, but it happened, so it's done.
And Tallice, you feel kind of like a hand on your cheek.
Thanks. I kind of just like look around.
You did not.
You're welcome. Do we have to keep holding hands, or?
Oh no, this is just very comfortable, and I start swinging their hands.
Mico starts swinging hands too.
I start swinging hands also.
Nice.
Is that what you? No, I guess that was related to them turning into a rat thing.
Hmm?
So what are you actually here for? Because everything we've done has been related to me turning into a rat, and.
Oh, I just came here to see if you could talk to other animals.
Oh.
But this turned out to be so much better. I learned so much.
Good. Well, yeah, I can talk to every animal, I think. Unless it's not like a normal animal.
I can't talk to every animal. I'm gonna have to work on that. Workshop it with Bramble. I think Bramble can talk to. I have a friend who's a small fairy, and Bramble I think can talk to like a squirrel. Bramble might be able to talk to other things. I should ask how he does that.
You should.
Yeah, well, we have to get a couple more crew members tomorrow. But then we're like leaving soon. So yeah, if you want to like come with us, like that's probably fine. I don't know. Sometimes I make these decisions and Serenova like are like, "What did you do?"
I mean, it seemed like they enjoyed our company, so I don't see why they wouldn't want us to.
I'm fine with coming.
Yeah.
I don't have anything else to do anyway.
Me either.
Cool. Well, you know what? Oh, I have 2 more castle cakes. I'm pretty sure I gave you these a couple hours ago, but here's 2 more. They're honey flavored.
Thank you. They were very good.
Yeah, because you don't have like the full breakfast, lunch, dinner buffet served to you by like special servants in the Emperor's suite. So I don't want you to starve in this room.
Can we just come over in the morning and get some food then?
No.
Oh.
Sorry, I don't make the rules.
All right.
Okay, bye! And I grab a bunch of glitter, throw it at them, and then I run out.
Okay.
Oh, what the? This is going to be here forever.
Wait, did Mico inhale the glitter?
To be fair, it's not our room, so it's not our problem.
That's true. It is not our room.
If we get yelled at, we'll just say it was the pretty little drow lady who threw glitter at us.
Correct. It was for staying in the suite.
Were there like some scarab shells in there?
I don't know. You probably shouldn't breathe that in. It's probably dangerous to your lungs.
Well, that's not fair. I was caught off guard.
Okay. Is there anything else anybody would like to do with their evening before we move on to tomorrow?
Probably as soon as Tallice left, Nova just like went under the covers and just did one of these and rolled over.
Roll me an insight check.
Okay. Yeah, we'll see how that goes.
I believe in you, honey.
0. I rolled a 0.
Wait, what? Oh my god!
2 minus 2.
Everything's A-okay.
She's fine, she's just tired, just go to sleep.
Yeah, Sir goes like, you must be really tired.
It's not necessarily that you don't think anything is wrong.
I have no idea
She's hiding under her blankets. It's very clear there's something going on. You just You don't read people very well,
No.
so it's not intuitive to you. So you're gonna have to ask her if you want to know what's going on.
He's gonna when he sees you do that, he stands there for a little bit and he goes like, was I supposed to leave? Was this like you're wanting to be alone now thing?
I'm just going to bed. You can go to bed if you want, or hang out with Tallice. I need some sleep.
Okay. Are you going to be sleeping like in all of your clothes? I'm not telling you to like get undressed right now, but I'm like, you've got like your boots on.
You see
And,
like
your
movement under the
breastplate.
you see movement under the blanket and one boot and then another boot. And then the breastplate's yeeted and she goes back under and doesn't even move.
Alright, I stand corrected.
You've rarely seen Nova this moody.
I've never seen Nova this moody, to
Yeah,
be honest.
I don't think you have. She's literally just like, back under the blanket.
You know, wait. So when Sir doesn't know what to do, he asks someone that he thinks has all the answers.
Uh-oh.
No, not Galore.
Oh, okay.
He's going to go. He's gonna go into the other. Because I remember I have this. I believe. I think. I go out, like into the hallway, and I'm like, "Hey, Temperance."
This is adorable.
When it seems like your friend is really upset about something, but you don't know what, and they won't tell you, what do you normally do? Sorry for asking. You're really smart.
Oh.
Bye. I have no idea how many words. It got cut off somewhere, probably. No, imagine asking Galore, like,
Oh god.
how do I make girl feel better?
Galore's like, I don't know. I don't give a shit about her feelings.
I really rolled a 0 on an insight check, y'all.
Of course you did.
I mean, what else?
Like any other number.
We get high?
It's because you're using that D&D Beyond again.
You know what? That makes sense.
On a regular D20, it would have been a 6. So,
Better than 0.
you know what, Mr. No Face?
Okay.
Cold.
Damn, Derek, you.
Wow. Okay.
Did Tempe say anything?
I think that's what
she's
Chel's figuring
typing
out.
it out right now.
Gotcha.
Because she
Tempe-
knows how many words she can actually send.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tempe takes out her typewriter.
Aw.
I feel like half the time I don't ask her for advice on magical things.
can't believe you rolled a 0.
Good.
Did you screen cap it and give it to... You dick. A bead of sweat goes down the side of Sirs.
Oh, okay. So she responds. She says, "Well, if they seem keen on avoiding the subject, sometimes it's best to leave it alone. But I find in most situations, simply giving them company is sufficient."
She is so smart. I go back into Tallice, not Nova's room. He opens the door loudly, and then he's like, closes it quietly, and just, he's gonna sit at, like, not on the bed, but at, like, the foot of the bed on the floor. And he's just gonna kind of rest his head against, like, the post. Because I think it's a 4-post bed. And he'll just sit there.
She does not talk. She's very quiet. He's so cute. Does he really do that? She like peeks her head out and I was like,
He's not, and he's like looking like away from the bed, so you see like the back of his head, and he's like,
Ace, what are you doing?
just giving you company.
Thanks. Can you be a little quieter?
Yeah, sorry.
I hear everything.
That's true. If I think too loud, you could probably hear me. I'll be quiet.
Okay, thanks. Good night.
Good night.
Under the bed. Under the covers.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. Anything else from anyone? All right.
Nope.
I'll just say that before Mico goes to bed, he does like open up the window and just kind of like look up at the night sky and just tell the sky what his day was like.
Aw.
He does that like every night before he goes to bed, and then he'll close the window and probably just flop on top of the covers and go to sleep.
Frey will just watch as Mico does that. You know, if you want, you can keep the window open. If you'd rather have it open, it doesn't bother me at all.
I already closed it.
Would you like it open?
I don't care. Yes.
I will get up
No.
and open the window
Yes.
up.
Yes. Okay. Yeah.
Yes.
Well,
no.
good night, Mico.
Yes.
Good night.
Okay. Move to the 23rd of Merpenoth.
Long rest.
You can get your spell slots back. I don't think anybody's missing any HP, but if you're missing HP, you can get that back.
I can't.
I had temp HP for some reason.
I don't remember why you had temp HP.
I had 2 temporary hit points for some reason.
It was because Frey, didn't Frey give us food?
Oh yeah.
It's from
That's what it
Frey's
was.
Snackies.
Yep.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Thank you.
At some point, maybe I had Hickory go and loaf in Nova's bed with her on the pillow. Duck loaf.
He'll do the
Loaf.
thing that cats do where they'll just sit next to your head on the pillow and just settle down and do the melty thing that ducks do.
No. That'd be
You
adorable
you probably wake up
Oh.
yeah, you probably wake up in the morning to him messing with your hair with his little beak, doing the little nesting
It probably
affectionate
feels
thing.
good, so I pretend to be asleep for another 15 minutes and just snuggle into
Oh.
him. There's a reason why Nova wanted to fall asleep first, because everybody snores.
Oh
Yup.
God.
Yeah.
But the day is yours to do with what you will.
Sleep until 2 p.m. We never do that in D&D.
We got stuff to do.
We do have stuff to
Yeah.
do, so I would
Frey
We
was
wake
have
up
up.
stuff
really
to
early.
do.
Whenever Nova and Sir come out of their rooms into the common area, Tallice is probably sitting there and she has like a little notebook or something, and she's just furiously scribbling in it, and is you can see it's not just writing in lines, she's drawing something in there.
Oh,
But then as
God.
soon as she sees you guys, she
Elaborate
slams
plan.
it shut.
Yeah, it's an elaborate plan. I'm not ready for it. Okay.
What you doing?
Your mother. We have a lot of stuff to do. Let's get going.
Whoa.
I think that's particularly hurtful for me.
I know, right? She's dead.
Tallice!
It's not. Am I gonna lie to him when he knows that that's the truth? Probably.
Good morning to you too.
Good morning!
I'm feeling very
I
energized.
see that.
You're
know,
feeling
I'm
very
feeling-
sassy, is what you're feeling.
What can I say?
Wasn't
You know,
wrong
we have a
about
lot of work to do. I have to be ready all the time.
You're gonna feel my boot on the back of your pants if you keep talking to me like that this early in the morning.
Try it.
What do we need to do?
We have to finish recruiting crew, and we need to go and talk to Rilsa.
Okay. Should
Uh-huh.
we secure the crew first so we know 100% we're ready to go before we talk to Rilsa on exact date and time?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's early enough. All of the sailors are gonna be out
Yeah.
anyway, so.
Yeah. I think that's a great idea.
Alright.
Let's go get.
I need to choose myself.
I think we should go get Frey and Mico and bring them with us.
Sure.
I guess all the crew should probably get to know each other. That's fair.
Good
Yes.
gods!
That was a lot.
It's 3 people knocking on the door because you know we all knocked.
Mico, do you want to get it again?
Bang
No,
bang
I'm
bang bang
driving.
bang 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 bang.
I come over, open the door. You all probably smell a nice, oat and basically a oat fruit granola bar that Frey was making, in the morning. And as he opens the door, good morning.
Good
Oh my
morning.
gosh! Good morning. Hi.
Are you cooking in here?
Yes, it's my morning routine.
Did you guys get a kitchen in your room? I'm like,
No, I have my own things.
You
That's
just
not
lit
very
you just lit a fire in your room?
No, I have this little thing it holds a fire. It's
In your
metal.
room?
Yes.
Did you open the windows?
Yeah, the window's open.
Oh,
Smoke
alright.
goes
cool.
out the window.
Listen,
Well-
if you guys get fined for that, we're not associated with you. We don't know you.
If we get in trouble, I am not here.
Just saying, Tallice, you know you almost killed Mico when you left yesterday.
What do you mean?
What did you do?
What did you do?
We just hung out.
Threw glitter right in us,
Oh.
right on us.
Oh, she does that, yeah.
Mico
Your lungs
choked
will
on
get
it.
strong. Your lungs will get stronger over time as you inhale more glitter and you take the essence of glitter into your body. Also,
she
it's
normally doesn't get it up like near my face, so
the person that makes it. It's like it's made from like dried seaweed and like bug shells. It's not. It's fine. It'll
I
like
tasted a scarab shell in there.
yeah. It's basically like having a
Fine.
little snack.
It's not a very good one.
we're going back down to the docks because we need to make sure that we can get a few more members of the crew, and figured you might want to know who you're going to be working with.
Sure. Let me pack everything up.
Me too.
Go pack
Uh,
everything, all my cooking utensils back up.
Yeah, grabs his giant bag and just shoves his sketchbook back into it. Jingles over.
I was only able to make 2 of these. Does anybody want them? They're very good, very nutritious.
I didn't get a chance to have one last time.
Here you go, Mico.
Yeah,
I hand one to Mico.
Yes.
Okay, and I'll hand one to Nova.
Thanks.
Yes. You all get 2 temporary HP.
It's back!
It returns.
All right, then.
It's really good, Frey.
Thank you. I quite like the oats. It's very good fiber.
Yeah, it's really good for baking.
Mm-hmm.
To the docks, then. The wide is that here?
No, the wide is like the shopping
shopping
area.
The wide is the shopping area. Sir's just got. Sir
He's-
just
I
wants
was
to
just
go
gonna say,
shopping
you're-
again.
He's like subconsciously like, the wide? And I was like, no.
No.
It's really cute that you think we have to go that way.
I'll get turned around a bit.
Mm-hmm.
As we're like walking to the docks, I'm gonna like the steeps.
Yeah.
I will like I'll say like, oh my gosh, Mico, can you come and talk to this little pill bug that I found on the floor of my room last night and make sure that he's okay? I've named him Hades. And I will like pull Mico back and like try to distance myself from the group. Like a good like I'm gonna give it like 30 feet because Nova hears a lot of shit.
My passive is 22, but I would also say that she would have disadvantage because she's distracted.
So I take Mico back and there's nothing in my hand, but I like pull out my notebook and I like open it to this page where I've been drawing like diagrams of stuff, and like I start explaining 2 pranks that I want to pull on Sir Nova when we're on the ship. The first one is like, I'm gonna get them to stand in one place for like a little while, and if you turn into like a rat or something, and then you untie their shoelaces and then tie them together when they're not looking, okay? And then they'll go to walk and they'll fall.
I could definitely give it a try.
And then the second one, and this is actually, it's probably the one that we should do first, is like, I'll get them up on the deck somewhere, and then if you turn into like maybe like a raccoon, because they're, yeah, a raccoon, and go into their part of the room and switch all of their clothes into each other's bags.
That sounds funny.
Yeah.
Especially since
Now I'm imagining Ace and Fishnets.
exactly.
I love it.
Sounds good.
And then once we do those Like, if you have any other things, like, we can totally, like, soundboard, like, bounce those ideas off of me. We can really get a really good system going. But other than that, once we do these two, then you and Frey can talk about what you can do.
Okay. I'll just take a moment to just watch these two then, because if we're going to be pranking them, we gotta see how perceptive they are.
Yeah, right. Also, we're saying all of this quietly. I am anyway.
I am.
Kristy, the player, is allowing this and pretending that Nova doesn't hear any of this because she's so distracted, because I love this so much.
Yeah, Dylan the player is letting it happen as if, you know, my passive perception wasn't 8. But Sir would have probably, like, when you guys, like, backed off, been over, like, I imagine, like, Nova's on one side, Frey's on the other. And Sir's just kind of, like, between the two of you is like, well, they're sort of becoming fast friends, aren't they?
Well, he did talk to a worm.
You know, apparently that's where the bar is now. You know, I had to be attractive and funny and be second in the tournament for her to even want to go out to lunch with me. And
Sir, the incel!
He's joking!
Second in a tournament? What tournament are you talking about?
Oh, they do tournaments at this place called the Proving Grounds in Waterdeep. You know, you've been.
Interesting.
I've been meaning to get to do it again. Things have just been so busy, but you know.
Do they let anybody join, or is it a invite only kind of thing?
I think it depends on the event, but mine was just sort of an open call.
Yeah.
And
I definitely think it depends on, like, the time of year and the event.
yeah.
Well, cool. That's
But
something
yeah,
I wouldn't mind.
I'm pretty sure it's open to everybody.
I mean, I think that over the turn of the month there might be some sort of celebration going on. Maybe
Right,
they're doing
yeah.
something in the Proving Grounds. So in a couple days, possibly we might be in town for it. But I mostly just liked to use the equipment there to sort of stay in shape and all. But on the road, you know, it's mostly just sort of a basic morning workout.
I mean, I'm sure that I will come in second, since you would also probably be in there. So, but.
Well, or you know, third, and I'll be in second
third.
again, and whoever won will win again. But I think that I've built up a little bit since then.
Well, we will have to partake in this tournament. I would quite enjoy that.
You know, I will remind you once again that they do use weapons in these, like
That's fine.
an armor.
That's totally fine.
Sure, Frey. All right.
Like I said, anytime you want to spar, we can totally do that.
Well,
How about we find
If-
our crew first, and then we'll get to
It
that.
seems like you are underestimating my abilities, which is okay. It's understandable.
I'm sure you could win a pugilistic event, but what are you gonna do? Block a sword with your arm? That's what I'm saying.
No, I just won't get hit by it.
Okay. Well, yes. Let's find our crew first, and then we can talk about beating the shit out of
We
each
turn
other
left
for
here.
fun.
We turn left here. And I just...
I'm turning left.
Turning left.
Frey is gonna show up with just a loincloth and a stick and beat the shit out of Sir.
Oh, not even.
I can do unarmed combat because I have
Brawler.
Tavern Brawler.
Yeah, his punches would actually do more than mine technically right now.
Yeah, I can punch harder than he can.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Twink.
Wow.
Unless he like injects me with Hurdy like key.
Oh yeah.
Then it's
Gives-
like
he gives you the mean hand.
Mm-hmm. The hurt
Okay.
juice.
Let's find some sailors with tap dancing experience.
Forgot about
Okay,
that.
so you're
That's a
looking
choice,
you're
yeah.
looking for quartermaster, right?
With
Yes.
tap dancing experience.
With tap dancing experience.
Prefer- yeah.
So how exactly are you going about finding this individual?
I look at Sir and say, pick the sailoriest bar.
Sure, I will do that. I lean over to Nova.
Um,
What's the sailoriest bar?
Let me
Chel
look
has,
at my
Chel has
map
told
stuff.
me this before, but I have forgotten.
Yeah, no problem. Let me just look at my
It
map
was
stuff really quick.
I remember like it had
There
a
was
name
two
that I
different
thought was
ones, but
kind
there
of
was one that was
funny.
more in like.
The salty spittoon. No, that's fun.
How tough are you?
How tough are you?
So there was Liara's bar, which is probably the most sailory bar here, but I'm guessing you guys want to kind of avoid that.
Yeah.
I think Joplins was the other one that I told
Joplins.
Yes.
Right. Because I said it sounded like a
Like a-
craft store.
Like a jewelry store.
Yeah, or something like yeah. So we'll
I
go
don't
back
know.
to Joplins.
Joplins gives me some like Chippendales vibes.
Well,
Oh.
that works. That works for what we're looking for.
We'll go to. I'll take him to Joplins.
Joplins is a little bit northwest from Liara's bar.
Okay.
I can send a picture and maps and pictures just to give you guys a bit of reference, but
Ooh.
it is towards the eastern side of the city. So if the map I just sent, Liara's bar is 52, Joplins is 51.
Oh, okay.
But Baldur's Gate is kind of shaped in this like crescent shape, and along the docks to the middle of like the eastern part of the city is where Joplins is.
Okay. And then I think it's just kind of giving like call out ship for Waterdeep, looking for a quartermaster. If you meet the requirements, please inquire with us.
Okay.
Quartermasters.
So there are a few individuals that approach you that are clearly not fit for the job of a quartermaster. Quartermaster on a ship is essentially the first mate. The term first mate, sorry, isn't used quite as often as one might think. So the quartermaster kind of takes that secondary leadership position on a ship. They tend to deal with most of the I say busy work. The captain makes sure the ship runs smoothly. The quartermaster makes sure the crew runs smoothly. So tasks are delegated in that way. And the quartermaster also helps with things like requisitioning, and making whereas like the bosun is gonna sort of make sure that supply is kept up, things of that nature. So there are a few individuals that come up to you that very clearly are just looking for a job and don't necessarily have the experience required to take on that role on a ship. Especially you kind of, those of you who know her, know Liara, roll me an insight check really quick.
Do I even try?
6.
Insight again.
Mm-hmm.
16.
24.
So, Sir and Nova, you kind of, based on what you know of Liara, you haven't really necessarily seen her in a leadership position before, but based on how you've interacted with her and what you know of her, she probably is the type of individual who does not want to be bothered with someone who can't make their own decisions. She doesn't want to be bothered with questions all the time. She wants you want to find somebody who is going to, who has done this before, has really good experience, who's going to be proactive and isn't going to bother her with things while she's trying to run a ship. So there's quite a few people that come up to you who just clearly don't have that experience. They've either never been a quartermaster before and are just hoping for a job that pays a bit better than like a deckhand, or they have only done it once or twice, and you're like, well, maybe like we're looking for maybe somebody who has had like a long-term position in this place on a ship, who knows exactly what they're doing. There is a man who is watching this interview process happen. As person after person comes up to you, you guys are like, no, you can't tap dance. No, sorry. There is a man who's sitting at a table, like 3 or 4 tables away from you. He is like leaning back in his chair, and he's got his feet like stretched out in front of him and crossed over like the legs of the table. He's got a flagon of ale on his table that he's kind of holding on to. He looks like this.
Ooh, hello.
Thanks, Eddie!
And with each individual that you guys interview, there is a very amused smile on his face as he watches this happen.
Wait, do I notice him too?
Mm-hmm.
He's just vibing there and like smiling at us smilingly.
He looks amused in kind of a condescending way of this interview process that is happening. Taking the occasional sip from his flagon of ale.
Did you want a run of it?
A run of what?
Can you dance?
No.
Oh, shame.
That's a problem. Can you quartermaster?
Is that what you're looking for? Because it doesn't seem like you know quite what you're looking for with these people you've been
I know what
interviewing.
I'm looking
Do you
for.
call this an interview?
They don't know what we're asking. They don't know what we're asking for.
None of them are proactive enough.
So what are you asking for?
Someone who can run a ship without needing a captain to wipe their ass every 3 seconds.
Wait, that's what we're looking for? I was just looking at the dancing ability.
No,
Who hopefully could also tap dance, but that's for a personal thing.
we need someone proactive.
Well, I can tell you for sure that nobody you've talked to fits the bill.
Well, I could have told you that as well. That's why we're still sitting here.
He smiles.
Nova's like really sassy right now.
Look, mate, if it's just foreign entertainment, that's all well and good, but we do need someone, so can you quartermaster or not?
He will sit up with a groan, push himself up from the table, grab his flagon of ale. He stands, he's very tall. He's probably like 6.5 feet tall. And he will come and he will toss himself down into the chair across from you guys.
What's your name? I'm Tallice, and I hold out my hand.
Victor.
Hey!
He doesn't shake your hand.
Wow. Okay.
He smiles though.
Alright, Victor. Well, we're really just trying to get a good crew. We're going to be on the Sanguine Serpent. We're running to Waterdeep. Just a couple days, but it's a tight ship.
The Sanguine Serpent, you say?
Do you know of it?
I do. That's Miss Liara's ship, isn't it?
It is.
You know Liara.
You
then?
know the
I know.
captain?
I know of her.
Does she know of you?
Probably not.
Well, then if you know of her, then do you understand what would be expected of somebody who was the quartermaster of her ship? Because I don't.
Nova just facepalms.
Victoria's just doing it today for me.
Nova just facepalms.
Yes. Given I've seen her crew before.
Alright.
Or at least a crew of his before. You guys don't seem to be very experienced in the art of putting together a crew. Why are you being tasked with this?
Liara's
Because
very
Liara
busy.
is. Yes. I was going to say the same thing.
Is all you need is a quartermaster.
And a bosun.
So why didn't you find a quartermaster first and have the quartermaster help you find a crew?
We've been asking everywhere we've went, but it's been a lot like today, so maybe it's because you weren't drinking.
Perhaps not. What's the pay?
Good question.
Oh, did I don't think Liara.
I would
Well-
also still like to know that.
Well, no, okay. Both of you calm down, first off. we had said that what Sir and Tallice had been saying was it's standard fare. And I think we just rolled a really high charisma checks and no one questioned us on that. But I think all of us, like, you two have been on ships. Like, I'm sure that Tallice actually might legitimately know how much it costs.
Usually around a gold a week for just like a standard crew member. Officers tend to get between 5 and 10 gold per week, depending on their experience and the position. Like a quartermaster will get more than a bosun, for example.
I will share that with him. I will give him that like pay range and say that is the range of pay for the officer positions. Whatever the specific number is, you can negotiate that with the captain.
Did the captain not give you something to go off of when you were doing your interviews?
Liara's very busy.
I think this is perhaps a little bit of she's busy and a little bit of a test. And also, I think that she just sort of likes to pick what people are worth after she's seen how good they did.
Mm-hmm.
I can respect that.
So, I would say,
Especially
look,
since
I mean,
the travel's not going to be the full 10-day, obviously, hopefully. We expect a smooth sail, but if something goes wrong, I would expect that the payment would be adjusted based off your abilities. If we hit a storm or something like that. Liara's
Yeah.
respectable.
and I mean, this isn't necessarily like a big. We're not doing like a big bunch of trade and cargo, I don't believe. So it's if you can keep that ship and those men in line so that Liara doesn't get on our backs, hell, I will give you a bonus.
Yeah, that's fair.
I have been a quartermaster for hire for ships for quite some time. I was the quartermaster and then captain of my own ship for quite some time. I believe it was about 10 years or so. Decided to pass my ship down to my own quartermaster, and I have been taking the odd job here and there, getting people where they need to go. So I fit the bill. What's the nature of the voyage?
Just transport. We just need to get back there.
Back where?
And
Waterdeep?
Waterdeep.
Mm-hmm.
So it's about a 5-day trip. I could get more work in Waterdeep, so I would be willing to take the position.
Can I just quickly inside check this guy and make sure he's not just bluff, like a really good bluffer?
Sure, go ahead.
What kinds of things have you heard about Liara? Oh,
It was really good that I have advantage because the other one was a 5.
He doesn't appear to be lying about his
Experience
experience.
as a captain.
Hmm.
Okay. I don't say anything, I just kind of nod. Okay.
Can I poke him?
What?
I want to see if he has a freaking disguise on.
Okay.
If I touch him, does it?
It's all natural.
After I've
like-
had him, I lean back and I just.
He will stare at Tallice for a second, then slowly look to Sir to answer your question. What do I know of Liara?
Yeah.
I know she was quite the formidable captain in her day. She captained her own ship for quite some time. I know she killed her captain before that to take the ship. I know she decided she didn't like being a pirate anymore and she left.
So you knew her outside of just being a sailor. You knew her.
Knew of her.
Knew of her.
When you are on the sea as often as I am, you tend to keep track of these pirates that are around.
You ever dealt with pirates directly in your sailing? This is just personal interest at this point.
I did not participate in piracy, if that's what you're asking.
No. When
But
you were
yes.
sailing, did you encounter pirates?
Frequently, in fact.
Hmm.
It's a natural hazard of the job. Especially in these waters around the Silk Coast, there's a island compound, like an island cluster nearby that they call their home, or at least some do.
Alright. Well, you're not dead. I hope your ships were not sunk, so...
I've never lost a ship once.
Alright. So do you think that the trip from Baldur's Gate to Waterdeep has really any risk in that regard, or is it too close to the coast?
Being close to the coast has nothing to do with it. Well, how big is the ship?
The Sanguine?
Yeah, 2 masts, 3 masts.
I believe it's a 3-mast?
It is indeed.
Yeah.
Well, the size of the ship kind of determines a little bit how much of a target you are. You have a large ship, people are going to assume large cargo. So there's that possibility, but you also need to think about what colors you're going to fly, if any. The colors you fly can determine a first impression of you, whether you're willing or whether they are willing to take the risk. Are you going to have a guard on the ship, or are you just taking the 5 days with your crew?
We are the guard.
And
Yeah.
can I trust you to keep that role and keep my crew safe?
Yeah,
Absolutely.
we killed
Yeah.
a bunch of ghost fog before on the way here. There was like ghosts and like people coming out of it that were like biting and like.
Ghost fog does happen.
I'm a healer, so I can keep
Good to
everyone
know.
healthy if they do get hurt.
Yeah, the ghost fog. What day was that?
It was the 3rd day.
And I
If
think it
you-
was like the 18th of Marpenoth.
If you keep the crew in line and keep Liara happy, then you've got my sword.
And how confident are you in your helmsman?
Does Liara like to helm her own ship?
She
No?
does a lot. She does frequently, but you did need to get a helmsman to take over when
Okay.
she doesn't.
Because Mico's just navigating, not helming, right?
Yep.
I don't have proficiency in those vehicles.
Hmm.
Yet.
Oh.
Should we hire a helmsman?
No, I don't think we have.
we haven't.
We
We haven't hired a helmsman yet.
we know that Liara, she likes to take it from time to time, but so we haven't That's sort of a big spot to fill.
Let me find one. If you're hiring me anyway, let me find one.
Sure. That
Oh,
seems
Okay.
fair.
I think we're hiring you. I don't think that anyone else in here is really going to prove up to snuff.
I prefer to have a say in at least a bit of the crew, especially such an important role as the helmsman, because if inclement weather or anything happens, you need to make sure you trust who is helming your ship.
Well,
This is Mico, our navigator.
that's who I was going to introduce.
I'm very good at getting people places.
Well, good thing that's exactly what we're doing, is going places, huh?
You're very smug. I kind of like it. It's
You're
kind of like
very observant.
I know better than everyone. It's a very, very interesting vibe, and I like interesting people.
I think in this case I do know better.
That's fair. In some regards. You can't beat me at getting people places, though. I'm the best.
Also, for reference, both Tallice and I have experience on ship as crewmen, so if you need anything specific, you can ask us. We've got plenty of experience of months on the sea together.
Good. So,
I
And
just
I'm the
kind of-
cook.
And Sir, and
Yeah,
Sir, yeah, Frey can cook. Sir's really big and strong.
well,
Yeah, he's
I mean,
done a lot of dock work. He's good at lifting.
a cook and manual labor are important roles on a ship.
Yeah.
Would it be helpful if I gave you the list of people that we already hired and like the things that we hired them for? Because I wrote it down.
It would.
Okay, I take out whatever like little piece of paper where I was like writing that stuff yesterday, and I rip it out of my journal and I give it to him. But it has like little doodles of like worms and like 2 stag beetles fighting each other, and like probably like the cartoon Sir face of like the Sir meme face is like there of him just like yeah, also doodled on there.
Since you are the ones doing the hiring, at least for most of this, you will be responsible for discussing my wage with your captain. For the 5 days, given my experience, I will be requiring at least 20 gold.
Alright.
Fine.
Good. Now, while this may not be my ship, I'm responsible for it when it's cast off.
2 days? 1 day? Dylan's asking.
I
I
legitimately
think it was 3 days, and it's been a day.
It's been a day,
so
so there's
it's
2 left.
2 days.
we're gonna sail back to Waterdeep with her.
Oh, we are gonna miss the holiday, I think.
Gotta find the crew first. Yeah, I don't think I wrote down the date that we.
I think it's 2 days. I'm
Yeah,
pretty
pretty sure it's
confident.
2 days.
So the 25th of Marpanoth.
Hmm.
We tell him that day.
I'm gonna slide this guy 8 gold.
What's that for?
For the work that you're doing with helping us continue to hire.
It's my job as a quartermaster. But thank you.
Consider this a down payment until we get to the other side.
I like the way you work. He will take the 8 gold. Anything else you require of me before I go and prepare for cast off?
You sure you can't dance like even a little bit?
He is a really built dude. So do I look like I can dance?
I mean, yeah, you probably could do some like really interesting like very high energy moves.
No.
You should learn.
He will get up and he will leave.
Bye.
Sir's going to swivel to Mico and Frey, and he's going to say, I will give each of you free gold if you don't tell the rest of the crew how incompetent we were about hiring people.
Sure.
Yeah.
All right.
I wasn't planning on mentioning it anyways, but I'll take the 3 gold.
Okay.
It's
Well-
mainly to like Liara specifically. Just don't.
Yeah, that's fair.
And also because you signed on without even knowing what you were going to get paid and then watched us hand that man over more gold than you probably were going
Well,
to get paid. So,
To be fair, he has experience as a captain, and he seems more than capable in continuing to hire the rest of the crew.
I'll give you each 3 gold. And this is also just for... It's 1 gold to not tell anybody, 1 gold because we never told you what you were going to get paid, and 1 gold just for dealing with us in general.
I think you should pay me
I quite
for
like
dealing
you,
with me.
if I'm
I
being
think...
honest.
No, in fact, I think you should each pay me 5 gold for getting to be in my presence. If that's how we're gonna play it, sir, you owe me like 100.
Do I really owe you 100?
I give Tallice
Yes.
5 gold.
Thanks!
100?
I mean, that's if I'm being generous to you.
I don't have 5.
Hold on, I need to make an insight check just for myself. I rolled a natural 20. He's kind of like, I don't think that you're...
He's literally pulling your leg and just trying to see if you'll give her free money.
I will... You know what, Tallice? You're right. I will reach into my hand and you hear me go into my like pouch and you hear like a big bunch of clinking coins. And I drop my 1 copper.
To start, I take the 1 copper.
Take that off you, the money owed.
Well, I
Okay.
guess I have to rack up that interest payment.
I don't think interest goes up when you pay.
It's
I
20%.
don't think that that's-
It's 20% now. For bad attitude.
I paid you. That's good attitude.
But
Well, it evens out with all of the money you owe me for all of your free tickets to the gun show all the time.
and eventually it'll even out the 1,000 gold that I paid for you, that Davil paid me to get you out of jail.
I turned to the East Hill. I did not go to... that is not how it happened. I didn't ask for anyone to pay me. I caught a serial killer. It's just that I upset some people on the way.
Interesting.
Like,
Disturbing the peace is very stupid law in Waterdeep.
Oh, yes, I agree.
Thank you.
Oh yeah, you gotta be like really careful. Like if you breathe wrong near a guard, they'll give you a thing.
You just can't get caught.
should I
Yeah, but like people like come at you with like weapons and malicious spells, and you try to defend yourself, and then the guard gets mad at you for defending yourself.
Yeah.
And they say like you should have called the guard, but it's like y'all were sitting on your asses instead of defending the people. So like of course we defended ourselves.
talking from experience?
Sounds like it.
Ice Waterdeep. Look, we run a tavern. Anything can happen. Did we not tell you that we ran
I
a
think
tavern?
you did.
I think we did, yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you did.
It's called the Three of Cups because you were asking about it because you were wondering if you had
Correct.
known about it when you had come back to town. I mean, but because remember we said it was in Trollskull Alley, and you knew it as Trollskull Manor.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you know who gave us the deed to that place?
Maybe? I don't...
Volothamp Gadon.
Do I know?
Never pay because he couldn't pay a damn bill.
It was only like
Roll a
100
history
gold.
check.
He couldn't even pay us 100 gold.
Yeah, I was really mad at him, honestly. But I guess it's worked out in the end.
10.
10?
Volothamp Gadarm is a legendary traveler and storyteller He is most famous for his guidebooks that he publishes. Things like Volo's Guide to All Things Magical, Volo's Guide to the Sword Coast, Volo's Guide to Waterdeep, Volo's Guide to Monsters is one of his more popular texts.
I think we even have that one.
We do.
Because we even have his guide to
That was
monsters.
part of the payment.
Volo's Waterdeep and Kyridian.
We have that.
He writes guidebooks and goes on adventures. He is a very famous storyteller.
That is very interesting. I've heard of some of his stories.
Yeah, he writes a whole bunch of these things, and then he can't pay a single.
Yeah, he's
He
washed
can't
up.
pay us for a little bit of work. So I don't know if some his publishers got him in a real bad deal or something or what. But
Some people are just very bad with money.
He probably spends it all the moment he gets it. He's probably one of those people who just gambles it all away.
He's like a grifter.
Yeah.
Can't trust him.
He's not very responsible with his money. And I saw that coming a mile away, but we still did it anyway.
you know, Mico, though, if you've never been to Waterdeep before, it is his guide to Waterdeep. If you want to take a look at it, is actually pretty thorough because it's sort of a lot of a city.
I might take a look at it. I don't really like to read.
There are pictures in it.
There are pictures in it. He does actually have a pretty good sketching ability. I will give Mico the guide to Waterdeep.
I will also hand him the Enchiridion just in case.
If any of you are interested, the Enchiridion is actually in the handouts channel of our Discord server if you'd like to look over it. But yeah, you have the Enchiridion. It's essentially a guide to Waterdeep, Waterdeep's laws, Waterdeep's currency, because Waterdeep has its own currency.
Oh yeah, we've probably been paying everyone here with Waterdeep currency, huh?
Bring them dragons.
Different holidays or events that are celebrated by Waterdeep specifically, things about like the walking statues, how the government works, all the way down to what drays are and how drays work.
Double-decker horses.
Yeah, that's a great city. I hope that you're excited to go back, Frey.
I am. It's been about a month since I've been there, so I've will be happy to check in on home. So.
Wait, he wasn't there. He was there a month ago.
About a month ago, yeah.
Do you remember reading in the broadsheets about what happened to the
right there.
Cormac?
I don't do much reading.
He
Did
say
you
that.
hear? Did you hear through the talk about what happened to the Cormathis family a few months back?
Did I?
Roll me a history check.
5.
Oh, honey.
No, I don't believe I did.
Yeah. Noble family. You know, there's a bunch in Waterdeep, but
That there is.
they all turned up dead one night.
It's very interesting.
Not the word I would use, but I understand why you're using it. Yeah. It was quite... it was a lot. It was talk of the town around what I was hearing for a good while.
Is this something you were looking into, or?
I mean, as much as anyone would be interested in an entire noble line, just sort of, you know.
Yeah,
Well,
we're really
as you
good
said-
at solving problems, so everybody always wants us to investigate.
I just figured I would ask you in case you knew them or anything. Just
Nope. I did not.
Alright. Well, I mean, I guess good. To an extent of you're not getting some bad news about an old
Family friend or something.
family
Yeah.
that you knew, something like that.
I'm not really in the whole noble circle, so.
Right. Yeah, but you never know who knows someone from Waterdeep, so.
That is very true.
Yeah, well, there's probably a couple events that have gone down that you'll probably be hearing about, or we can kind of give you the rundown on what you've missed.
Sure, I would love to hear about it.
Oh,
Love.
there'll be a lot of time on the ship, probably.
That
maybe.
There will be.
Okay, well, if Victor's going to be making sure that the rest of the crew is sort of secure, he's going to find a helmsman, and I'm sure he can find a bosun. That kind of means that we're squared away with this.
Little
So-
Calamshan? Rilsa?
Yeah, we need to. Yeah, we should do that.
So it's like, are we supposed to just drop Rilsa's name in front of random people? Yeah. Do you two? I mean, you don't have to tag around with us all day if you've got something that you want to do in the city. You've got free whole gold between the two of you now.
I mean, I had no other plans, unless you don't want us to accompany you.
I mean, yeah. If you don't want us to come.
Unfortunately, it's not that we don't want you to come, but it is a little bit sensitive information, and at the moment, I don't want people to feel uncomfortable. So I would ask that you two don't come for this meeting that we've had pre-planned.
Well, you could come, but just
if you
like
want-
go
if you
hang out
wanna-
somewhere else.
Yeah.
If you want to go take it, have either of you ever been to Little Calamshan? I mean, it's really nice.
I used to live there.
Nice.
What?
What?
Oh.
Really?
Yeah.
Are you live there as in like you were from Calamshan and then?
He nods.
So
Oh, wow.
actually, why don't you roll me a history check, Graf?
Okay. Let me get my Mico base.
Should I roll a history check here?
Mm-mm.
No.
I think when we went the first time, you did one for knowing about what Little Calamshan's whole deal was because you told us.
14.
The name Rosa actually is familiar to you.
Oh.
She is an individual who lives in Little Calamshan who runs a shop called the Callum Jewel Emporium. To everyone who lived in Little Calamshan, it was pretty well known that Rilsa would buy trash or junk from people and give them solid gold for it as if it was some sort of valuable item to redistribute wealth among the people here in Little Calamshan. So that is likely something that your family has taken advantage of before in times of need. So that is some you know who Rilsa is. You don't necessarily know her background or how she gets the money that she redistributes, but she's a very friendly face in Little Calamshan, and she's very well loved.
Yeah. She probably helped my family out a lot when we lived there before we moved away anyway. So
Oh,
I know my way around.
that's great. Then you and Frey, you could show Frey around.
Sure.
I mean, I haven't been here like in a while, and I
Same.
haven't really visited.
Same. That was like mood.
Well, look at that. Everyone's gonna get to go home. Looks like you're next on the list, Tallice.
You shut your mouth. I just want you to know that if you think the outer city here or the field warden Waterdeep is bad, it's like, compared to Luskin, those places are like walking through the Sea Ward in Waterdeep.
It can't
that's
be
what
all
we're gonna-
bad if it produced someone like you.
Aw.
I was the
Aw.
single bright spot there.
Oh.
And now,
So now you've left it in eternal darkness.
now it is a dark, shitty place.
It's just a black hole.
All right then. Well,
Actually, you guys, you can just fight anyone on the street there, just like cuz, and no one doesn't. Yeah.
really?
Has Nova been to
Pretty much.
Luskin? Did she pass through there or no?
Yeah, because that's how you got
Oh right. Yep.
I thought we
connected with-
picked you up at Neverwinter.
I don't
And
Oh,
remember.
that's right.
we picked her up at Neverwinter because
You
Luskin's
did.
like way up there, and
Yeah,
I was there
but-
first, and then we picked up Nova.
Yeah, but the ship does go back to Luskin occasionally, so you've probably at least stopped there once.
Fun. Okay.
Because that's where Jarlaxle's from, so.
Yeah, I don't think
Alright.
I don't think Nova's like she might have passed through there so like a day or two. She would not spend longer in there, I don't think. Unless there was a specific pull, she'd keep going.
Well, I think then it would be great for you to come with us to Little Kalimshan. You can refamiliarize yourself, Mico. You can show Frey around while we have our meeting. And then... well, then we've got another day, a little bit. Shipping off in 2 days, so then we can take Frey home. Like I said, everyone's getting to go home.
Hooray.
Sounds like a
Yay.
plan to me.
Okay. I think that's a good time to take a break.
Hell yeah.
So
Alright.
we will be back in roughly 5 to 10 minutes.
Yay, BRB, Pam. welcome back.
Welcome back to Waterdeep Dragon Heist Resurfaced. We are refreshed. We have gotten snacks. We are good to go unless anybody has anything that they want to say before we get started again.
Gatsby
does.
I have my office door open now, so you guys might hear my cat chit-chatting throughout the game. She's just a new cast member.
To Wito Kawam Shan.
Okay. So, where were you guys? You guys were in the lower city. So you can make your way from Joplins. It's pretty much a straight shot, like northeast towards the Basilisk Gate. The Basilisk Gate is the gate that leads out to the outer city. Trying to think about what time of day it is right now. After conducting interviews, I'd say probably like 3 or 4 p.m. So this is a time during the day where people are starting to make their journeys back home from the day at the market. So there is a bit of a bottleneck here as well that you've experienced before at like Baldur's Gate in the center of the city. Anybody who wishes to pass through needs to pay a copper, or 2 copper, I'm sorry, to get through, to pay the toll.
Do we have to pay because the 3 of us have our like little thingy, our like writ or whatever?
Mm-hmm.
Do we still have to pay?
You do not have to pay if you have a writ. You just flash the writ and you can go through. If you don't have a writ, though,
I will hand my 2 copper.
You do have to pay.
I'll pay me.
Copper.
Oh, I'll pay Mico's 2 copper.
I gave you 3 gold.
As you guys are waiting to get up to the gate leading into the outer city, you're experiencing something that you didn't experience a lot at the gate leading from the lower city to the upper city. And Rilsa kind of talked to you guys about this before the last time you were there. It's very clear that the citizens that are moving from the city proper to the outer city, who clearly live here and are a little bit more impoverished than maybe other people living in the city proper might be, are definitely being taken advantage of. They are being overtaxed. There are people who are being, like, guards of the Flaming Fist will, like, stop people and they will they will add 2 copper to somebody's tax if they are flagrantly brandishing a weapon, and it's like some old man that has a quarterstaff on his back, or like if someone's horse is particularly large, that horse gets taxed extra. And this isn't really something that you experienced with the going through the gate in the middle of the city. Rilsa has kind of told you before that the Flaming Fist and just the guard in general in Baldur's Gate definitely push and take advantage of the citizens of the outer city, which is kind of why she does what she does.
Are we like in a... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
If Frey sees any of that, he will go up and pay for people.
Yeah, I was literally going to do the same thing. I was going to ask, like, how many people are in line behind us?
Yeah, like, he will go up, even at, like, after we pass through the gates, Frey will actually just sit on the other side of the gate and just hand out 2 copper to people. As, like, if they got charged extra, he would sit there and just hand out.
How much do you want to spend?
I mean, I'll spend up to like 20 gold worth of copper, so I mean I'll spend a lot.
That's a lot of freaking copper.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I'll stand there and like even if that means me and Mico,
I think that's like 2,000 copper.
Yeah. I would say you probably get a gold or 2, both of you, that you need to put aside as you are paying for people to go through. Okay. And it gets to a point where the Flaming Fists will eventually turn around to you, Frey, at the other side of the gate, and he'll be like, "Just go. Stop
overtaxing people.
Move along."
I'll move like 5 more feet down the road.
He will stare at you for a minute. And then he will turn back around to his post.
I'll keep doing it. I'm gonna try and be a little bit more sneaky about it, but I'll keep doing it.
Those guys have always been dicks.
How are you going to be sneaky about it? How are you?
You know, I'm just gonna like if I see someone get overcharged as they walk through, I'll walk up to them and be like, you just strike up a conversation with them and like shake their hand, and I'll just palm them some.
So you're
copper.
basically like reimbursing them for the money
basically.
That they spend. Okay.
Yes.
I was gonna say if you're trying to sneak up there and like sneak gold into the coffer, that's not gonna work, baby. But if you're reimbursing them, yeah, absolutely, you can keep doing that.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
Okay. What would you like to be doing, Mico? Are you going to stay with Frey, or are you going to continue along?
I would probably stay for a little bit, but like I really wanted to like walk around Low Kalashtar, and I don't have the money. I only have gold on me right now.
That's okay.
So I'm just watch for a little bit, stick my tongue out at the Flaming Fist, probably flip them off.
Yeah, your experience with the Flaming Fist is not a good one. They are very easily bought. So those who could not afford to buy them generally were overlooked or set up in some cases, or just generally pushed around. So your experience with the Flaming Fist has never been a good one. Good Flaming Fist soldiers are very few and far between. Nova is friends with one of them.
Mm-hmm.
You're muted, babe.
Yeah, you're muted.
She does not like a lot of his coworkers because she's dealt with his shitty coworkers when she was younger. And there's probably like specific
Mhm.
ones that she like pranks on purpose, like Tallice would.
Yeah, he's already thinking about ways to make their day worse.
And you know that him getting this position in the Flaming Fist is actually a very, very good thing, because at least with the people that work under him, there's probably going to be a bit more oversight in how things are handled, and
Mhm.
at least with his group of people. But yeah. So you guys can continue along the path. The outer city is there's an ordinance in the city that states that loud or over intrusive businesses, things like tanneries, butchers, things that are super loud, like smiths, things of that nature, are not really allowed in the city, because it's this whole like, we want to put on this more pristine facade. So most of those businesses are in the outer city, both to the east and to the north of Baldur's Gate. So coming into the outer city, it's very smelly. There's kind of a haze of like smog that is over the area. There is not a very good waste removal system. So there's things like excrement in the streets. There's lots of loose animals. There's like chickens and goats that are just running around. It's not a very pleasant place to be. These people are definitely neglected by the government of Baldur's Gate. But you can move a bit further east into the city to the walled compound that is Little Kalimshan. If you remember, the walls themselves are like turrets that are spaced evenly along these walls, and in those turrets are spiral stairs that head up. Most of the foot traffic in Little Kalimshan is on these walls. The walls are wide enough that it's essentially a walkway above the city, and then the little city itself. I'm calling it a city just for simplicity's sake. The little city itself is sectioned off into these different districts, I guess is the best way to put it. There are places that have more big businesses, and then there are also residential little pods that are sectioned off. But they're all there are ways to access them from the ground, but most people use the walls to access them, because it gives you kind of an aerial view of the whole compound itself. And it's a beautiful place. The people of Kalimshan that immigrated here to take refuge built it and modeled it after the infrastructure at home. So there's these very beautiful mosaic tiled fountains. There's lots of really brightly colored paint in the on the stuccoed facades of buildings, like very bright blues and bright yellows, emerald purples and greens. There's generally like each little pod has like a fountain in the middle that has like seating around it. It's kind of like this common area for people who either work or live in those pods to kind of congregate and move together. Mico, you kind of remember being in Little Kalimshan, and especially and then it's modeled a little bit after home. The living situations, there aren't like nuclear family homes. Very frequently multiple families will live together in a compound like this, and it's like it takes a village sort of situation with that one compound. So like if there's elderly people who live in that compound, everybody from multiple families will work together to help care for those elderly people, or if there are children, it's kind of a group effort as far as these little compounds are concerned. And these compounds or these little pods within the compound generally go over a couple of generations, and you grow very close, and it turns into this multiple families coming together to create kind of like a found family. And that was especially true here in Little Kalimshan, because everybody was coming from sort of a refugee situation, so everybody was just there were some people who were orphaned, or some parents who lost their children, or parents who lost their elderly parents, things like that. So people really latched onto that way of life and worked together to create a loving place and a home somewhere very new, and in a place that's not exactly the greatest as far as places to establish are concerned. So to the people of Little Kalimshan, the Kalashites that are here, this is kind of a little bit of an oasis in an already pretty terrible situation as far as living in the outer city of Baldur's Gate goes. So you guys can move into that tower and climb that spiral staircase to get up on top of the wall. Mico, are you joining them at this point?
Yeah, I mean, Mico will follow them for a good while until he was like, time to go off, do my own stuff.
Okay. Going through this one entrance in this turret in this tower, it kind of becomes a bit of muscle memory for you, Mico. I'm sorry. I was gonna say Nova, but then I remembered not Nova, and then the names just meshed. So while everybody else is kind of making a beeline over the walls to where Rilsa's Jewel Emporium is, you've been there before, so you kind of just fall in step. You know exactly where you're going. But you can get to the turret that is in the wall near Rilsa's compound. Do you earn the pod where Rilsa's Jewel Emporium is? Would you like to go to the front door, or are you going to knock on the back door?
Back door. Keep things interesting.
Does everybody agree?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So you go to knock or go in?
Knock.
Okay. So you knock on the door. And there's kind of a little window in the door that can be opened for someone to look through. And a man with very, very tan, like almost dark brown skin, opens the window. He's got cheeks that kind of push up into his eyes and a wider nose that's kind of shiny at the tip from like lots of sun exposure. He's got a white beard and hair that's kind of poking out from underneath a turban wrapped around his head.
Is it Fud Duddy?
It's Fud Duddy.
Hi, Fud Duddy! We're back. Oh, Mico, this is Fud Duddy.
You already know him, or like is his new face?
You've probably seen him at the very least. He doesn't talk, so.
Mm-hmm. A wave.
He's just looking at you.
He makes really good tea. Fud Duddy, we need to talk to Rilsa.
I just wanted to say hi, and then I was going to go my own way.
The window shuts. Fumbling at the lock. Door opens. He'll step aside. You can move into the room. What is supposed to kind of act like the storage room of the Jewel Emporium, as if it was operating like an actual business, but in fact is essentially a tea room. There is a little hearth kind of set up in the middle of the room, around which there are crimson like cushions for people to sit on. There's a table that's got a tea set on it, which looks like it has newly heated water in the teapot. There are dark jewel tone tapestries that are hanging from the wall and creating this like fabric sort of wave across the ceiling. Crimson, emerald tones, viridian tones, very like dark royal purple, things of like a navy blues, things of that nature. But he moves into the room and he will go and sit down on one of the cushions.
I will sit next to him, and I will ask if I can have a cup of his signature tea.
He will put some loose leaves into the bottom of a teacup for you, and he will pour some hot water over it and then pass it to you.
Thanks, Fudduddy. You're the best.
I will also sit down.
I have to say his name every time.
He will pour tea for anybody who would like some.
Yes, please.
Yes.
He sits in silence for a little bit. So probably anywhere from 5 to 10 minutes. He's just enjoying a cup of tea. He hasn't gone up to get real so. He hasn't done anything to indicate to her that she has visitors.
Just
But
vibes.
yeah. It's warm because of the hearth. It's cozy. The tea tastes good. I mean, it's cozy. But you do eventually hear some activity towards the front end of the store. Rustling around, the sound of things being picked up and set down. And then eventually the door will open and Brilsa comes through. She is she is wearing like a white like peasant blouse with like very long flowing sleeves that kind of cinch at her wrists, and then the there's like fabric that kind of flows over her hands, tucked into a pair of like high-waisted black pants with a thicker black belt around her waist. Her really long, thick, dark brown hair is pulled up in a bun at the top of her head, but her hair is so thick and curly that it's just a mess on the top of her head. There's no slicking that bun back. There's no neatness in tucking away anything. But she comes through. She looks like she doesn't even know that she didn't even know you guys were here. So she comes through and she starts to go towards the door that's to the side of the room. You guys have never been through the door, so you're not quite sure what's there. And then she stops like in her tracks and she looks at you all.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
I
I was not expecting visitors. Do you need something?
I was just saying hi. Kodo like walks up like waddle. We're just passing through again, and well, I'm sure you don't remember me, but I used to live here, and you helped out my family a lot. So I just wanted...
She studies your face for a minute. You were the one with the charts. You were the one who always had his eyes to the sky.
Woo.
Yeah.
I do remember you.
Yeah, we ended up moving away, and I didn't really get a chance because my dad was like, "Let's go." So I didn't get a chance to say thanks, but you really, yeah.
I always like to hear success stories. I would much rather you move away and be successful. Are you doing well now? You seem to be away from your family.
Oh yeah, I'm doing fine. My dad is probably doing better than I am. Head rot of justice and succumber for him.
Send him my congratulations.
I will when I get the chance, but I'm kind of doing my own thing.
Well,
So-
it is good to see a friendly face. If you require any assistance moving forward, even though you no longer live here in Little Kalamshan, you are always welcome, and I will always be here for my people.
Of course. Same to you, actually. I figured.
And how are you all acquainted? Looks to you and then looks to everybody else.
They hired me to be a navigator for a ship that's going back to Waterdeep.
That's correct.
And I wanted to go because I've never been there.
Well, the world is much smaller than we ever anticipated, isn't it?
Yeah, when Mico mentioned he knew you, we figured if you should come say hi.
So I was just gonna go walk around the town, and since apparently you guys have some business, I just wanted to stop by.
Okay. Please do not hesitate to ever stop by again. Like I said, you are always welcome.
I definitely won't. I just need to find more ways to slip past those assholes at the gate.
Nova actually starts
they-
giggling.
Did they cause you trouble?
It didn't cause me trouble.
So
But
a friend of ours, kind of like got it in his head to start paying everybody's tolls, which I was also going to do, but then he like actually stayed and was like individually handing money for everybody. And we don't really know what happened.
Not happy with that.
Yeah, they weren't really pleased.
It wasn't really the approach that I was gonna take. We don't know what happened with him.
It was because they were overtaxing people for stupid reasons,
Well.
and Frey got mad.
They are always overtaxing people
I
for
know.
stupid reasons. That's why I'm here.
If he's as good at fisticuffs as he says he is, if they try to mess with him, we might come back to a bunch of flaming fists in the street. Who knows?
Or it's possible you might come back to a companion in manacles.
All right, so
hope
maybe
not.
we should get
Yeah, let's do this
our
quickly.
business here situated, and we'll go check on him.
Mico, do you think you can go back and check before you go anywhere? Just make sure
Yeah.
he's not arrested.
sure, yeah.
Thanks.
Have fun.
Be
Bye.
safe.
Thanks, Mico.
Don't get arrested. Thank you.
No promises.
Oh, God.
I don't know if that's really fair for us to be telling them to do that.
Well, it's different city.
Telling who to do what, not get attacked?
Not
No,
get
no, no,
arrested.
telling other people not to get arrested.
It's
I don't
different.
think that's really like fair.
It's more. I think it's more like a customary goodbye. Like, have a nice day. Don't get arrested.
Don't get arrested.
Don't get arrested.
Yeah, we'll totally I'll just work that into my everyday vernacular.
Yeah.
Oh.
So but we, as Mico said, we do have a ship secured.
Good.
It does seem nice to know that one of your own is going to be helping, but yeah, we just wanted to let you know so that we can get Calliope ready.
I knew him as a child, but he was a good boy.
Oh,
Aw.
well, that's good. You know,
Really sweet. You love his
hiring-
family.
yeah, hiring all these people for this job, there's a level of mistrust with all of it, but that puts a good few points on him.
I appreciate the professionalism in getting an actual ship together and not just throwing her on some vessel and hoping for the best.
Most of the
Where's
crew
your
has
captain?
been interviewed by them.
Yeah, and we're personal friends with the captain, so
Who is your captain?
her
Well,
name
actu-
is.
Well, actually, Liara said that Liara knows Rosa. This is Dylan.
Oh yeah,
so-
no, you're right. You're
You're
right.
right.
So they,
right.
they know each other.
Okay, Liara.
Liara is getting behind the helm of a ship again.
We're very good friends with her.
Yeah, she
We met back in Waterdeep.
we
Well,
helped her
you-
out with something, and she said that she would owe us one. So we figured this was a good time to cash in.
Well, you should know that if she is taking the role of captain again, then she must really quite enjoy your company.
I think she does.
Hope she doesn't. I hope she doesn't figure out the clown costume thing that I did to her in her bar. 'Cause
She will kill you.
She will kill
Yeah,
you.
no, I don't.
She will kill you, and it will take us a few 10 days to figure out, because she will dedicate herself to coming into the Three of Cups looking like you for like 2 10 days.
Right, but I don't think any of her people in her bar would have the guts to say like, "Where's your clown outfit?" So how will she find out? How will she know?
Why were you looking like a clown yesterday, Liara? What the fuck did you say?
Yeah, like.
So how would you like to proceed with Calliope then? Do you want to take her now and keep her in your custody? Would you like her to be brought to your ship on the day of cast-off? Would you like to come and pick her up on the day of cast-off? What would you like to do?
How is she?
Oh,
No,
go
you
ahead.
go. I
Well,
just want to know how she's feeling, but you have a question.
I was going to say, like, if she is wanting to spend time with her family, then maybe we'll just pick her up, like, the night before, so that she can get a little bit of time in. But if maybe she's feeling strained with the family, just, like, with everything that happened with the home being set on fire, then we can definitely take her.
If there is one thing I do know about this child, it is that she takes quite a bit of time to warm up to things. She needs to know what is happening, how it is happening, when it is happening, who is going to be involved in what is happening, in order for her to feel comfortable in any situation. When she is comfortable in a situation, this little girl does not stop talking. But she takes some time to warm up. I don't believe that things are strained with her family. I believe her mother and father are simply just worried about making sure their daughter can learn to control what appears to be very volatile magic. So I will put that in your... I will make that your decision whether or not you would like to warm her up to the idea or just take her on the day of.
I mean, from what you're saying, it sounds like maybe we should at least walk her down to the city and, like, show her the ship. And maybe not all of the... Like, I don't know if necessarily she needs to, like, you know, meet Victor.
No, but maybe like, since, well, for context, we're planning on leaving in 2 days on the 25th of Marpenoth.
Okay.
So maybe if she needs a bit of time to adjust, maybe we can come pick her up tomorrow, like, earlier in the day, and she can spend the day with us. And then we have a really, really nice suite at our inn, and she can stay with us, and then we can get her on the ship. Are you all okay with that?
That sounds about right, because then it preps her that she's leaving tomorrow.
And, you know, none of us have actually... Maybe it would be good for her parents' sake that we at least introduce ourselves to them before we take their daughter away.
Absolutely. We can do that
because
tomorrow.
I'm sure if she sees that her parents aren't stressed out, then she won't be as stressed out. And I'm sure that they're already nervous. So.
That was sort of my thinking. That you take her and let her warm up to the situation. The idea of this, especially given the way that her magic appears to interact with her emotions, is to have her feeling secure and calm. To prevent another mishap. A fire on a wooden ship in the middle of the sea is not exactly the most ideal of situations.
Right.
So, I think adjusting her to the situation is probably a good idea.
Can Nova do create destroy water?
Let me check.
Just maybe as a put out a fire prep.
I also have the alchemy jug.
We have the alchemy jug.
Yeah, okay, that's also true. How much water does it make?
A lot.
Like 10 gallons?
I can make 12 gallons of salt, 8 gallons of fresh.
I do have Creator Destroy Water. It is a first level spell. I can prepare it.
Between both of those, we can put out a lot of fire.
I will prepare that. That's a good idea.
Will you be seeing Rilsa and her family like today to tell them all that?
I can at least get the message to them.
Okay. They can know that there is a ship secured, and by the turn of the month, I think, around such, she should be safe at the college.
Good. I just want her to feel like she is being heard in this situation. She is being uprooted from her entire life. So, She's very young. I just want her to feel like she has some sort of control.
And how are things with getting the adamantine sent over to Waterdeep?
It's ready to be dropped off the moment I hear that she is dropped off safe.
Perfect. Alright. Then it sounds like everything is pretty much tied up in a neat little bow.
Let's hope it stays that way.
I will knock on Fududdy's little table.
I will have her here tomorrow morning with her parents so that you may meet them before taking her.
Alright.
Sounds good.
Are you going to be traveling with Mico?
Yes.
Yes,
the
he's the
southern-
navigator. The other one his name is Frey. He's from Waterdeep originally.
Is he to be trusted?
He seems like a pretty easygoing fellow, to be entirely honest. He's just the cook, but we're gonna keep an eye on everyone.
Because it seems to me that these two individuals may be a bit more than just random crew members that you have hired. You seem to have created some sort of friendship with them, which is not necessarily a bad thing, but I trust you guys. I do not trust them.
That is
I
fair.
bound them into a magical pact, so if they do anything that displeases me, they'll be punished for it.
What?
And yeah, yeah, I did that. Don't worry
do
about
that?
it.
You can do
Have
that.
you done that to us?
Yeah. So I
That's
mean,
probably
like,
why I was
they were
forced to give her
willing-
all that gold.
They were willing to enter into a pact on threat of punishment with me. So I think that they are willing to listen and to be trustworthy.
I will trust your judgment on both these individuals and the rest of your crew, but be warned. Though you are taking custody of Calliope, she is still my ward and still in my care, and I am trusting you to complete this delivery. Should it not be completed, or if Calliope is harmed in any way, we will be having a very different conversation.
That's fair.
Loud and clear.
Good. Would you like some tea to take with you?
That would be lovely.
You know, we did buy.
We all just.
See, we bought some of Fududdy's blend last time, but I actually want to get a little bit more because I promised somebody that I would give them tea the next time I saw them.
He will make you a couple of bags. They will be on me.
Alright.
Thank you. Well, okay.
Yes, I can threaten you 1 second to be kind to you the next.
No, your
Honestly-
threatening was very valid. I can't even be mad at it.
Honestly, we're like definitely getting into that circle of women.
Well, if you're friends with Liara, then that makes quite a bit of sense.
True.
Yeah.
Good luck. She's a
Thank
very
you.
formidable captain.
Thank you.
Why does everyone heard about Liara and then we just thought she was a waitress?
She's quite infamous on the seas.
Apparently.
Apparently.
It is not everybody that has heard of Liara, though, and I would not go throwing her name around if you want to keep all of your fingers.
I wonder if your old captain knows about her.
Oh, I'm not gonna. Don't worry about that.
Alright. Let's go see if Frey has been beaten in the street.
And incarcerated.
Yeah, let's go make sure Frey's okay.
Speaking of, Frey,
Flesh.
Yes.
Roll initiative.
so you are continuing to attempt to pay for people's to reimburse
Yes.
them for their taxes.
Also,
correct?
also, if anybody seems like they're injured, I can't cure like poisons or diseases or anything, but like if anybody has scrapes or especially if like kids have like any kind of cuts or anything like that need to be healed or mended, I will also offer my services to cure those wounds.
Okay. I would say you can maybe keep this up for another like 10, maybe 15 minutes before that same guard that told you to move on turns around. He's like just kind of standing and like absentmindedly looking around, and then he glances in your direction, looks,
I
and
start
he
to
will
whistle.
step
like-
towards you. I thought I told you to move on.
Oh, I did. I moved 5 feet down.
That's
Would you
not
like me to move
moving
5 feet
on.
down?
I'd like you to get the fuck out of here.
It's it's not very nice that you all are overtaxing people for no apparent reason.
I'm not nice.
I can see that. I am though, so that's why I'm just handing some money to everybody.
You have 5 seconds to move along. 1,
2,
3.
4.
He steps towards you. Dylan, what the fuck is that?
I don't know. That was big dick energy.
Gestures over his shoulder to a couple of others and pulls some manacles from his belt.
You aren't gonna get those on me. I'm sorry to say. I just start running away now.
Okay, what is your movement speed?
45 feet.
Okay.
Okay, Aladdin.
I'm trying to decide how I want to adjudicate this.
One jump.
Wait, what did I miss?
Did I heal anyone? So I know.
Yeah,
how many
I would
points?
say you would probably be able to at least do 2 people.
Okay, so I have 2 key points left. Good to know.
Kristy, for reference, he like basically like got toe to toe with this guard that was like, get out, and then the guard was like, I'll count to 5, and so Frey started counting, and then they like started pulling out manacles, so he yoinked off.
Guard was like 5, and Frey was like
4.
4. It was kind of great.
So I will say, so he's going to assume that you are a resident of Baldur's Gate, or at least the outer city.
Mm-hmm.
I rolled for this. He had gestured for people to come up and assist him in arresting you, but he's not allowed to leave his post.
Mm.
So you begin to sprint away, and he's just like Ben
That's-
Affleck smoking.
Yeah, if he's not following me, I'll just be like, I'll just stand there and give him like stick my tongue out and put my hands next to my ears and do a funny gesture, you know? Yeah, exactly. Thank you.
Hey, how old is Frey again?
You know, don't worry about it.
He's 69.
If that is what you do, he will step away from his post, and he begins
Okay.
to follow after you.
Cool.
Are you just running and running and running?
If he like keeps chasing me, I'm gonna run into an alleyway. This is a guy, right? Like this is
Yeah.
Okay. I will like cut into an alleyway, and then I'm just gonna wait there for a second until
Okay.
he comes around the corner, and I'm gonna kick
Okay.
him right in the nuts.
Oh my god. Okay.
F cops!
Why don't you roll me initiative really quick?
Okay.
Oh my god. Remember when Chel was like, I'm getting kind of tired.
That is a 14 for me.
Okay. He rolled a 15,
Oh, great.
but you are surprising him, so you get to go first.
Cool. Like I said, I'll kick him right in the nuts.
Oh my god.
And he's got 2 people following him. So go ahead and roll to hit.
To hit, that would be a 18.
Yes.
Cool. He took 5 points of bludgeoning damage to his crotch.
Specifically.
Yep. And then I'm just going to run up the wall of this building that I'm next to to get on the roof.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Roll me a dex check. Acrobatics if you're
I can just run up walls.
You can? Okay.
Yeah, I have permanent spider climb.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay. He's gonna take an opportunity attack.
Okay.
Nope. What's he got? A +4, a +5, and 8, which unfortunately does not hit. The initiative is not necessarily for like a battle. It's just so I turn based, just to make sure I know what's happening and when. So as you run up the wall with your movement, are you taking your full movement speed to get up on top of the building?
Yes. How tall is this building?
I would say probably about 20 feet.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'll like run up the building, and I'm just gonna like start running from rooftop to rooftop, basically.
Okay, so you can probably get up to 20 feet, and then to the
25 left
edge of the building.
Yeah. I'm basically just trying to escape now. This guy was an asshole, so I just wanted to, teach him a lesson, and then I'm leaving.
Okay. So he is going to continue to take his movement through the alley to see if he can catch you before you jump to another building, and he's going to pull out his short bow and hold an action for when he sees you jump.
Okay.
It is your turn.
I will just run in. I will leap across.
Short bow attack. I like the music for this. Uh, 19 to hit.
That hits.
For 6 piercing damage, and you have an arrow embedded in your gut.
I will use my reaction to deflect missiles.
Okay.
So that reduces it by 9. I will spend a key point to throw it back at him and aim for his foot.
Okay.
Well, that's not very good, though. That is a 15.
15 just barely hits.
Cool. I don't know how much that
does.
Well, no, it does monk martial arts damage. So 7 points of piercing damage to his foot.
Okay.
I aimed specifically for his foot. And then as I jumped over to the other thing, that was really rude. And I'm just going to keep running.
So roll me a acrobatics check to jump across the way to the next building.
17.
Okay. So you take a running leap as you deflect this arrow back to him, jump over to the next building, land on the roof with a thud, and you can continue your sprint. 15 feet gets you to the edge of the building. Roll me another acrobatics check.
Okay. And I will use my action to dash too, so I am just trying to get out of here as fast as possible. That's an 18.
Okay, so you're able to make it over to the next building. I'm gonna say give me one more acrobatics check and then a stealth roll. And if you make both of these checks, you can successfully escape.
That's a 21 for the acrobatics.
Okay.
Ooh, that's even better. That is 24 for stealth.
So you are able to run, and you are leapfrogging, building over building. You're eventually able to find a building that has kind of like a turret kind of on top of it. It's just like a little tower that has a bell in it. You're able to jump in and duck into this area. Very Assassin's Creed style.
Cool.
And you sit there and you're breathing hard and you wait a minute and you're listening. Roll me a perception check.
That is a 23.
Assassin's Creed.
Really well.
It's really Assassin's Creed right now.
So you sit there and you listen. You're quiet and you're like taking in every single noise that you hear around you, and you're able to discern the difference between The noises of the general outer city and people going about their lives, the cluck of chickens, the sound of a barking dog, people walking, but you eventually hear the sound of armor as it moves as someone is running or like moving quickly. And the voices of shouting back and forth, like, did you see where he went? I thought I saw him go this way, but he's been on the buildings. We haven't been able to get up there. We need to get somebody up there. But they keep moving because they assume that you kept running.
Gotcha.
And you listen for a few more moments, and they're gone.
So I can't go back to that gate.
That's the only gate into the city from this side.
This wall that's like outlining it, can I get up to onto the side and like go down the other side?
You want to try and
going?
Scale the wall back into the city proper?
Yeah.
Where exactly would you like to do it? How close?
Just because you can do it doesn't mean you should.
Somewhere, if I heard the guards go like run by somewhere just close to here, I guess. Gonna move quietly, stealthily, make my way up the building.
Okay, roll me a stealth check.
Up the 21.
Okay, so you listen, you hear the three guards that were pursuing you begin to leave the area, and you wait just to be sure that they're no longer there, and you're able to kind of pull yourself out of this little bell tower that's on top of this building and scale down the rooftops, and you can duck in and out of alleyways and around buildings to get back to the wall.
Mm-hmm.
And then you make sure you can climb up the wall, and then you can stop and you wait at the edge of the wall again, very Assassin's Creed style, like hanging at the edge of the wall, waiting for a Flaming Fist guard to walk by the battlements.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can hop up onto the wall, like ducked low, scurry across the like 10-foot wide wall, slip over the edge, hang down again, scale back down.
Yep. Great.
You're back.
Okay, Ezio.
I'll head back to the inn.
Okay. So, Mico, when you arrive to make sure that he has not been arrested, he's not there.
That's not good.
And everybody following shortly behind sees Mico doing like the dad, like hands in the hips stance,
Yeah.
like, well, he's not here.
No, not here.
Well,
The guards are at the post either.
yeah, wait, why the...
There are still guards there. There are just 3 missing.
Uh,
Good.
Walks up to one of them. So, we had a friend.
Do you have your toll?
I'm not passing through. Calm down.
Wow.
Please don't also get arrested. These guys are like really, really bad. They will arrest you for talking to them like this.
He just stares at you very blankly.
I was just wondering where my friend went.
I don't know who your friend is, nor do I know who you are. Pay the toll or leave.
Mico, let's just we'll find him on our own. It's okay. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
No,
yeah.
I'm not here.
Tallice, no, sorry.
I'll show him my writ.
Okay.
Nova, do you have the finding spell?
I actually think I do.
I don't think we have. Do we have locate creature?
Locate well, I was going to say for his
mask.
mask.
Yeah.
I think I actually do.
Because you've seen it. He's always carrying around that mask of his. Do you think you could use that to try and find where he is?
Sure. I will cast locate object at 2nd level.
Okay. Coming through the basilisk gate, let me see. You don't immediately sense anything, but are you going to continue walking?
Yeah, I'm gonna continue going through. Yeah.
What is the general direction that you guys are attempting to go? Like, where are you?
If
like,
is there a
narrowing
hold?
your
I mean,
search?
well, I was gonna say, if he was arrested, would they take him back to Baldur's Gate, or would
Yes,
they?
they would take him back to the city proper.
So we probably are going
You're probably
in that
gonna go
direction.
through there, yeah.
Yeah, towards like wherever they would take arrested people. I'll ask Nova. Nova, where do they take people when they get arrested?
Take him to his old area, yeah.
Okay. So as you move through the city, what inn were you guys staying at? Were you guys staying at Three Old Kegs?
Yes.
Yeah.
That is in the upper city. So you don't get a ping as you move towards Baldur's Gate, to the holding cells,
So he's
which
not
is
in
kind of sitting in the middle of the city,
Oh,
in the lower city.
He's not in there. That's good, right?
Maybe he just
Mm,
wandered somewhere else in Kalimshan?
You didn't get a
Okay.
ping as you walked through
I
either.
didn't
Oh,
get a
okay.
ping back there. Should we go back to if he went back to the hotel, maybe?
Yeah, maybe he just got bored and went back.
Yeah.
Guess so.
Let's
All
check,
right.
let's check
Okay.
there, and if not, then
Yeah, and then
I'll
if not,
walk
we can
around.
go to the docks
Yeah.
after.
So you flash your writs or pay 2 copper, Mico, to get through Baldur's Gate. And you begin to make your way towards the Three Old Kegs. Upon getting within 1,000 feet of the Three Old Kegs, your spell pings.
Yep, he's there.
I dropped the spell.
Alright.
If it hasn't dropped already. I'll recast it if I have to. It's only 10 minutes.
Well, that was easy-ish.
Okay, well, I mean, it means that he probably did just get bored and go back, and we were just getting worried for no reason.
Yeah, probably.
So you're heading back to the inn?
Yeah.
What is Frey doing?
He is just laying back in his bed, basically just on his back, hands behind his head, and just laying there waiting for people to come back.
Okay. You guys can get back to the inn. Mico, if you go up to your room, Frey is there.
He's in here.
Hello, Mico.
Hi. When did you go back?
I've been back. I don't know, maybe 10, 15 minutes. I'm not sure actually.
Oh, that was rude. I was supposed to show you around.
Yeah. But you probably won't get the chance to do that anymore.
Well, why?
You know, those guards are quite assholes.
I could have told you that.
Yeah,
I think
you know,
she
I
did
was,
tell you that.
I was
I tell you that.
I was gonna try to pay those tolls. You started doing that. Very different approach to what I would have done. You know,
I mean,
like
I was just
instead of
reimbursing people.
right, but you can also like talk to the guards and like guards like this. Like if you just grease their palms, will like let people through, and then they're in on it, so they feel like cool. Like I would have just talked to the guards and been like, "Can you let these people through?" What happened?
Well, one in particular did not like me handing out copper pieces to people that came through.
Uh-huh.
Right.
He tried to put me in manacles, which was a very bad idea for him.
What?
What?
What does that mean?
Oh, he got kicked in the junk.
Oh no.
So everyone else goes, and Sir goes,
No.
Mm-hmm.
Then he tried to shoot me with an arrow.
Oh, gods!
I threw the arrow back at him.
Oh, God.
what?
Yeah, I caught it and threw it back at them.
Oh, gods.
You know, normally I'm like all for this kind of stuff, but we were literally just having a conversation with someone telling them that you would be trustworthy to handle a very delicate and volatile situation, and you just proved the opposite.
You can catch an arrow?
Yes, actually I can. Or any kind of thing that is like a pellet from like a sling. I could catch that. A dart, crossbow bolt.
The pendant does it at him.
I catch it.
Damn, he doesn't even say I roll for it. He just says I catch. He just says I catch it.
Unless it's gonna do 1d10 plus 8, I'm pretty sure I'm going to catch it.
That's fair.
No, he's good.
That's actually really fair.
But I am very trustworthy. I just like to let you know. I don't take kindly to people being assholes to people that don't have the means.
Right,
But
so
what
do
if you got arrested?
We absolutely are
Oh, that
also
was
in
never
agreement
gonna
with that, Frey. Here's the thing. We literally donate our food every night to the field ward in Waterdeep. We
I'm
absolutely
happy to
are
hear
against
that.
people being treated like assholes. But, like, you can say that you're trustworthy, but when your actions don't really reflect that, it's a little concerning.
I am looking at Tallice like a little bit.
Okay, Tallice
She's
talks
like
about
99% in the right. It's just a
Tallice
little.
talks about switching your clothes in your bags, not kicking guards in the nuts.
I mean,
No, but you've done quite a few things in our day.
To you guys, not to the guards. You're the one who was trying. Oh, no.
I mean,
Don't take it to. I literally said he gives just a little look.
Tallice just talks shit on the guards. She doesn't do anything to them.
You're right. You're right. I burned a house.
typically
I burned a building down.
Oh boy.
I typically don't do that kind of thing. It's just I wasn't doing anything to cause the guards harm. I was just handing out some money to the people that passed through the gate.
Okay.
And
Here's the thing. Here's the plan. You are no
Mhm,
longer
mhm.
going to be staying here. You are going to be sleeping on the ship
What?
until we leave.
This is my room though.
No. If you want a job
No,
with-
but wait, he paid for it himself.
I don't care. The guards are going to be
They
looking
didn't
for you.
They didn't follow me back here.
They
if
are-
That's what you're worried about.
But they saw you.
Well, yeah, but
Can you disguise yourself? And I just start rolling through a bunch of stuff. Can you just, like, Raynar, Frey, Mico, can you just do this and be anyone and hide yourself?
I will put
I
my
don't think
mask
so.
on.
That is very obvious and how you
That
literally
is so
look the same.
suspicious.
You literally look exactly the same, but with a mask on. Like, everything is the same except for the mask. That's not gonna help.
I mean, I was planning on just staying in the room the whole time until we left.
That
I
still
wasn't
makes
planning
me
on leaving the
nervous
room.
because if
They
the guards
saw
go
you.
to inns and inns looking for you, they're going to put up wanted posters.
I'm gonna be entirely honest. A cook is pretty replaceable.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
not. That's not anything on you. That's
No,
my making an
that's
argument
what
of
I
if
am-
he wants to stay.
That is what I'm saying, sir. That is what I'm saying. If you want a job on
No.
our ship, you will stay on that ship until we leave. This is my hometown. I don't need this. Stop.
Nova.
No.
I am sorry. I will go stay on the ship. Which ship?
Sanguine serpent.
Right.
Right.
Nova, can I like talk to you for a second?
She like throws a little bit of a hissy fit and just walks out the door.
She's completely right.
I can't tell you what to do. I'm going to go after Nova.
I will sneakily make my way to the ship.
Oh my god.
I was about to say. Just before you go, I'm gonna be like, well, I used to live here. I thought that was pretty cool. I think that.
Oh, well,
was
thank you,
actually
Mico. I
kicked in the
appreciate
nuts.
that.
It was
Well, I'll
cool,
see
but
you on the
don't
ship.
encourage it.
We all look. I turn over. I go. We all agree that kicking guards in the nuts is cool. Okay, that's not in debate. I'm gonna go talk to Nova.
Okay.
I'm gonna go check
Roll
her.
me a
I am
quick-
sorry.
Roll me a quick stealth check, Frey.
Okay. Okay, so that one wasn't as good. That is a 14.
This boy gonna get arrested. Nova's gonna say, "I told you so."
Okay. You're relatively confident that you're being stealthy enough to sneak your way to the ship.
Cool. I will board the ship.
Okay. Victor's there.
Oh. Hello again.
What are you doing?
I was told to wait on the ship until we leave.
Cast off isn't until 2 days from now.
Yeah, I know. I'll be below deck. I just go below deck.
Alright.
You want something to eat?
Sure.
There
Alright,
you
I'll make
go.
you something to eat.
There you go.
Galley's yours. Okay, go ahead, sir.
Okay, so you stormed out. Are you like up against a wall being huffy puffy? Did you leave the building?
No, she went down to get a drink. She's drinking tequila again.
I'm going to take a seat next to you. Tequila?
Mm-hmm.
It's like 11.
12 o'clock somewhere.
But not here. What was that all about? You are normally way more put together than that. That wasn't just about Frey kicking a flaming fist in his flaming
Dick.
Yeah. Is this because of what you were going on about last night?
It's about everything, Ace. It's everything. It's not just Moongie, it's us, it's little girl, it's...
What's wrong with us?
We're always getting attacked. We're always in somebody's hit list. Like, we don't need the flaming fist on our ass too. We're hiring that guy. He's gonna be associated with us. And like, I understand why he started the way he did, but he didn't need to end it that way. It puts us at risk. It puts our cargo at risk. It puts Moongie, if he shows up, at risk.
Mm-hmm.
I can't have that here too. It's bad enough in Waterdeep. I can't have that here too. I was already going to talk to Nathaniel about that guy. But now I can't even do that. He's in his right. He was attacked.
Nova.
I take another drink.
No. No. Nova! He lets you take your drink, but then he's going to put his hand on his glass and slide it over in front of him. Nova. You are
So just so you're aware, Mico followed you guys.
Okay.
You are taking responsibility for things that do not fall entirely on your shoulders. Because I'm getting it now. Because when one of us gets hurt, you think it's your fault. If Moongie gets hurt, you think it's your fault. If something happened to Calliope, you'd think it's your fault. Why does everything have to be your fault?
It's not necessarily my fault.
Or your responsibility?
Ace,
Or your guilt?
if you got hurt, if anyone that's working with us got hurt, I would feel hurt. I would feel physical pain.
Nova, I get hurt all the time, and you know what? I get back up again.
And I hate it
does
every
suck.
time.
I know. But you can't put everyone in a little box where they don't get hurt ever. They tried to do that to you. You didn't like being in your little box. It sounds like Moongi doesn't like being in his little box. Tallice, I don't think, has ever been inside a box her damn life, and if she has, it did not last long because that girl's a crowbar. So, can you tell me, like, what's really going on? Or at least, can you tell me the part that you're not telling me? Because I'm really, really dense. And sometimes I really just need it to be said to my face.
It's nothing, I just...
Try again.
We literally
Do you not
just
want to-
told her that we could trust these people. This is a kid's life.
And the issue is, maybe, we didn't really tell Mico and Frey exactly what they're getting in on. If he knew, maybe he would act differently. But he's not playing with a full deck of cards, so to speak.
I guess that's true.
Yeah.
Mico over to the side is...
Mico over to the side, like, running.
So, how far to the side are you?
Like, I don't know, like halfway.
Come here.
Damn, okay. Just, yeah, he'll come over.
This isn't just a normal shipment.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
I gathered that.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Trying to be a little bit genuine. Rilsa has asked us to bring a young girl to Waterdeep. She has magic that she can't control. So she needs to be protected and transported to a place called the Blackstaff Academy. I study there. Sort of. So that she can learn how to use her powers. She is our responsibility for this trip.
Okay.
That's it. That's why maybe Nova is a little bit serious about this. I mean, as she should be. But with that being said, maybe, I don't know. I'm not saying that you know Frey any better than one of us, but maybe if you get the chance to pass that information along to him, so that he understands why it's so important. If you get the chance. Otherwise, we can tell him.
I mean, he's going to be staying at the ship from now on, so I'm sure it doesn't matter which one of us comes up to him and tells him.
Yeah.
But I think if you're going to be hiding things from people, you shouldn't get mad when they do something that jeopardizes what they don't know about.
I mean, the Flaming Fist getting on our ass is a problem no matter what we're doing.
That's a no-brainer.
But-
Why do I have to...
No. Both are right. Both are right. It is an unnecessary complication. But
Yes, the
I'm
things
just
he
trying to
doesn't
give
know about make
context.
it worse, but that doesn't make it right in the first place.
he took a more proactive reaction to some shitty people. We've done it before. Let's all just have a little bit. Let's just all roll it back just a little bit. I'm not saying no one's wrong. And I'm not saying that no one is unjustified. But I know that you, I point at Nova, are stressing more than you normally do.
Yeah. You're probably right.
But I'm not saying that you overreacted or something. You just reacted in a way that I'm not used to seeing. So that's why I'm here. That's all.
This is very normal for me in this city. This is who I really am. But that being said, I will go talk to Frey myself and smooth things over and let him know what's going on.
You don't need to apologize. That's not... Just so you know. You know, he's
Shouldn't have
still...
yelled at him, but I don't regret my words.
I think that's a very fair way to put it. Don't give yourself any more guilt than what would be rightfully deserved, which is, honestly, I don't think that you deserve any. We just, it's been a while since we worked with some people outside of a little group, so maybe we need to just
Yeah.
get the lay of the land. Eh? Yeah?
Can I finish my
And-
drink?
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. I stand up. All right. Well, that's my conflict resolution for the day. I'm gonna go see where Tallice is.
In your mind, do you hear, "Thank you, Ace"?
Yeah, no problem. Go back upstairs.
Okay. Is there anything anybody else would like to do before we end for the evening?
I make Victor some food.
Okay. He will eat the food you make for him.
It's very good.
Good. Okay. Well, that will be it for today.
Hell yeah.
We are going to play Waterdeep again next week. I was taking over today for Derek because he was
Yes.
feeling a little under the weather. So we're going to keep at the normal schedule and play Waterdeep next week. And then after that, we will get back to every other week playing Vigil and Waterdeep.
Hell yeah.
Does anybody have any closing remarks?
GG.
Don't forget to check out Little Dragon Corp and Cardboard Castle games. Please check out our games every other night of the week. Check us out on YouTube. Check us out on Discord. And today, especially, but always, to our trans friends, we love you. We see you. We hope that everyone watching will do what they can to support today on Trans Day of Visibility, but also every day. Additionally, people belonging to the AAPI community, we see you. We do not support this hate that is happening towards your community, and we love you.
We love you.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for that, Vic. When you are running away from a member of the Flaming Fist in the outer city of Baldur's Gate, make sure you add your proficiency bonus.
Love you, bye.
See you next week, guys.